see on the rest of that is. Video. That's fine. Languages, that. Streamer. Okay. Oh, so that's like kind of a nice little feature. Remembering where the portrait layouts are for people who use like webcams or YouTuber models. I mean, yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind voice acting. Yeah. Just, I know next to nothing about this game, other than it's like maybe like a cutesy little passport please or papers please esque game. But yeah, should be a good time.
And so it came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest of heroes, a small child unwillingly thrust into the workforce. One disaster after another had been diverted due to her diligent and cunning decision-making.
That's me.
With the kingdom on the verge of knowing everlasting peace and prosperity, our hero could finally rest their weary head, but only after one more critical decision was to be made. A decision of great weight, a decision of immense importance, a decision that could possibly kill hundreds, even thousands of people. Oh my God, you've made the wrong choice.
I never make the wrong choice.
You didn't think things through. You've doomed us all. Everything's on fire now. We're all covered in fire. How could you have done this to us?
It was a little fire between friends. Nothing wrong with that.
Lil!
What? Oh, Dad, I must have been having a nightmare.
Look at that little Game Boy right there. Look at this stuff around the room. Nice little loot. Saw that and immediately thought of gorillas. Cute little dinosaur.
It's over now, sweetie. But since you're awake, I think it's time you and I had the talk.
Uh-oh.
Out of one nightmare and into another.
Sweetie, there comes a time in every young person's life
What? Dad, you don't have to do this.
when they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he places a bet on the Goblin Ball match down at the pub.
Ah, understandable. Goblin Ball is it's my favorite sports ball.
Aw, Dad, do I have to? Today was the day I was going to start off on a grand adventure with my friends. I want to sail the open sea. I want to fight ogres. I want to throw rocks at things.
An important adventuring pastime.
You think I didn't want to throw rocks at things when I was your age? But I had a duty. I had a responsibility.
He said duty.
I had to work at the guard shed while my dad placed a bet at the Goblin Ball match down at the pub.
Family tradition.
Did he ever win anything?
Do you think we'd be stuck here if he did?
Obviously.
But I'm 12. Won't we get in trouble?
Not if we don't get caught. Come on. I'll show you how to handle anything that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Ready for me to very quickly show you how everything works?
Sure.
Oh, good. Everyone loves a tutorial.
No time for a full rundown, so I'll sum it up like this. The key thing to remember when being a castle guardsman is...
Dad, someone's coming. What do we do?
Okay. Guess the best way to learn is by doing. Let's just hope there's someone completely plain and boring. Good morning, Mrs. Abernathy. How's your day today?
Plain and boring, as always.
Ah, good.
Bingo. Would you mind if Lil looks after you?
Oh, not at all. It's always a pleasure to see your daughter, Shamish.
It's Hamish.
What is?
Never mind. Now, Lil, when a visitor approaches the guard shed, they'll generally start by stating their business.
I'd like to state my business. I bring a basket of baked goods to my son and his family once a week. Oh, would you like one?
Lil puts it in her inventory. Nice. 3 pastries. Let's go.
After they state their business, it's pretty much your call what to do next. You can select them and interrogate them. There's tools, the phone there on the wall. You only get 3 action points. You get it, right?
Not really. What do we need tools for?
You can pick one and it does something. Come on, Lil. I've really got to speed this along. The Goblin Ball game is about to start.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you?
Oh, no, not at all, dear. I don't mind helping out.
But the princess is whirly-gigging the ceremonial for slingshot.
She is? Sweet jumping jitters, we gotta get to that game. Let's wrap this up, dear. Seamus, tell the girl what to do.
The name is Hamish.
No, it's Mrs. Abernathy.
Select any highlighted element to learn about it. Alright. Bored. This is the Royal Writ. The first thing you do when you start your shift is take a look. Wow. If the Castle Guard Corps can achieve a good star rating this month, there will be a pizza party at the barracks. Yo! Note, strict 1 slice limit per guardsman. Alright. From the desk of Councilwoman Ash, there will be a demonstration in the city square this evening led by members of the Mages Guild. If any of the speakers come through your gate, please call my office to initiate their escort and secondary screening. Congratulations to Guardsman Randy on 35 years at this post. Wow, congratulations. After a 6-month undercover operation at the Sprawl Cavern for the elderly, a group of sweet Grammies and Grampies were discovered to be trafficking illegal drugs into and out of the city. While not every old person is to be treated as a drug mule, please be vigilant when dealing with somebody's grandparent, Striker. Ooh, this is an old lady. Depressed Joker seeks person with funny name. If you call and pique my interest, there's a cash bonus in it for you, Malcolm, by royal decree. It's got a lot of the information you'll need to do your job. You can select the Royal Writ anytime, and it won't cost you any action points. Okay. What does this do?
Didn't we cover this? That's your inventory bag where you keep the things people give you, or that you confiscate from them. In other words, your sweet, sweet loot.
Alright.
Looking in your bag for something to use doesn't cost you an action point.
Okay. Got it. What's this thing back here?
Our tools. If you want to use a tool, you have to make sure it has a crystal to charge it. Here, I'll show you. I'll add today's crystals to the tools that don't have any. That way I have a well-rounded arsenal.
Why did the other tools already have crystals in them?
I carried them over from previous days. Any other questions?
Okay, so they carry her from previous days.
Why does a bullwhip need to be powered by crystals?
No more questions.
Alright. What's this?
You can use this decoder ring to decode things.
Thanks.
Not exactly sure how it works. The instructions were written in some kind of code.
Alright.
It's a metal detector. You figure it out.
Text metals.
Truth spray. You spray it and they tell the truth. Honestly, that's what it does. This X-ray scanner can see through most types of clothing, flesh, and bone. It uses low-grade radiation. Do not use on trolls.
Okay.
No humming.
No humming.
Feeling stuck? This phone is for calling the royal advisors and asking for their help. But all they'll really give you is their opinion. You can get a hold of Lieutenant Stryker, Captain of the Guards, and technically our boss.
Alright.
Hello, who's there?
Click.
Or First Councilwoman Ash, the head bureaucrat of the Sprawl, with a real mind for politics.
This is Councilwoman Ash. Hello? Hello, is somebody there?
And finally, the Royal Jester Malcolm, chaos personified in human form.
Ah, yes.
Hello, you've reached Malcolm. Please leave a message after the goose honk. Hey, where'd the goose go? Well, chase after it, for goodness sake!
Very nice.
Each call costs an action point.
Alright, alright. What's with the skull up here, Dad?
You use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision to let someone in, or send them packing.
Got it.
Choosing this will end the tutorial. Can I finally get out of here?
There's more.
I already told you. Selecting the person means you interrogate them and hear more of their story. It's the best way to find out someone's true intentions. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes using a tool will do the job better, or the phone, or it's a combination of things. I don't know, you can spend all 3 action points just interrogating them for all I care.
I see.
You use the Wicked 3000 to make the big...
Yes.
Now you can choose to use the Wicked 3000 at any point during a turn, but sometimes it's better to use up all 3 action points to find out everything you can, by any means necessary.
Got it. Why is this one broken?
Sometimes?
Yeah, and sometimes people are in a really big hurry, like I am right now, so just pick a damn lever already.
Select and hold to make your decision. Admit, deny. What is this? What is this one, Father? Why is it a frowny face? We can insert a photograph. Oh. Admit.
Great job, Lil. Your mother would be so proud to see you now. After my delivery, I'm off to watch the big game.
Oh, yeah.
Got my grandson's inheritance riding on a tip that the Stapleford Snughorns are gonna win it today.
Here's a tip, never lend Mrs. Abernathy money to bet with.
Okay.
Let's hurry along to the game. We don't want to be late, do we, Hamish?
My name is Shamish. No, wait, it's not. Oh, I better go. Time to put on your big kid pants. You can do this.
I got this.
More like I'm being forced to do this.
Child labor. Let's go.
It's only for today, I swear. Come meet me in the tavern when the shift is over. Good luck.
Good luck with your illegal gambling.
I don't need luck.
Believe me, he does.
Okay, Lil, you got this.
You nailed that tutorial. Good job. Wham! Okay. Let's see if we get a good star rating this month. Got that pizza party. Hell yeah. Okay, if we get any speakers from the Mages Guild, call Councilwoman Ash. And then watch out for old people. Malcolm wants funny people. Funny named people.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gateminder. I am Tyronius Athanatos, son of Brielle and Darunia Athanatos. I have been summoned to deliver the keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom tonight, hosted by the Mages Guild.
Okay.
Will you require anything further?
Let's see. There'll be a demonstration in the city square this evening held by members of the Mages Guild. If any of the speakers come through your gate, please call my office to initiate an escort. Okay. Go to ring. Okay.
What's your speech about?
Oh, my dear child. It is obvious to me that you do not possess a magical bone in your body, and my speech, therefore, would only serve to confuse and frighten you.
The only one confused is you about how frightened you are of me. Stupid. Man, I really need to work on my teasing.
Ha! I admire your bravery, but you walk a fine line between bravery and foolishness. Be warned.
Let's see. It's got a thing. It has a skull on it. Which is always a good thing to know. A good thing to see. Do be showing up on the camera, so I don't think he's a vampire. I think he's just a haughty elf.
Tonight I will inspire my fellow mages to throw off the shackles of oppression forced upon them by the weak and frightened smaggle powers that be. Tonight we will demand the freedom to flex our might, freedom to control our destiny, freedom to unleash our powers. Freedom.
Huh? So what's this? The Festival of Magical Freedom anyway?
Tonight hundreds, maybe thousands of like-minded mages, shamans, witches, wizards, and warlocks will gather to express our rights to use our gods-given talents without having to bend our knee to the preposterous laws of lesser beings.
Lesser beings like me?
Precisely.
So it's a quote-unquote festival to have the freedom to use your magic whenever and however you want?
A being like you could never understand.
I don't know. Sounds to me like you are already pretty free.
I don't like this guy.
You have no right to deny me, no right to even stand in my view, you pathetic smaggle.
Don't know what that word means.
What's that?
Smaggle. Yes, that is the word we mages use to describe worthless, magicless beings such as you. You are a prime grade A example of a smaggle.
Dude, that's pretty weak.
No, it is not weak. It cuts to the core.
Nah, that's lame. Get out of here.
Use the truth ray and learn the full extent of his nefarious plan, but you failed to follow the writ. The devil's in the details. Right. I realized that after I did my second line of questioning. Oh, hello.
Good afternoon. I am here to pick up my 2 kids from the no-good, stingy lowlife of a father who happens to be my lying, cheating lowlife of an ex-husband, Orlando. His address is there on this incomprehensible, illegible letter my kid sent me.
Hi.
Believe me, I would love to have him get off his sorry butt and bring them to me for once.
Just, oh, can I not look at the letter? Okay. Let's use that decoder ring. Take a closer look at Denise's letter.
I don't know how to tell you this, but there's more to this letter than meets the eye. There's a hidden message written here. It says, "Come, son, mommy, Kelly is Nightmare." Does that make sense to you?
Oh my god! My boys don't know how to spell! But also that thing about Kelly being the worst! So that's... Kelly isn't as fun as she's made out to be. If anything, she's making my kids miserable. I've never been so happy in my life! Oh my god, I need to get my kids right now!
What's your game plan?
First, I'll make sure my boys are safe. Next, I'll Kelly's so hard that it'll up Orlando's.
Fuck yeah. I trust it.
I knew I never should have introduced them to each other. Kelly was my hairdresser. Was is the key word. Can I go get my kids now?
Yeah.
People come and go, but no matter what, you'll always be those kids' mother.
You're right. I will be, no matter who that low-life jerk ex-husband Orlando dates. Thank you for saying that.
Alright, I'm letting you in. Probably gonna commit a murder, but that's fine.
Thanks. Don't worry, Polyphemus Orlando Jr. Mama's coming for you.
Good luck.
Good use of the Dakota ring, Guardsman. You didn't judge a book by its cover, and you knew not to stand in the way of a mama bear and her cubs. That's me. Great Guardsman. Greatest Guardsman that ever guarded.
What in the bloody blazing blasted hell is the hold-up? Why have we stopped, Whelp?
Well, sir, the guard...
Silence! Speak when spoken to, or you'll get the whip, Whelp!
Yes, sir.
Now, you, child, let me pass. I have important business to attend to. Come on, shake a leg. BS waits for no man.
BS?
Bank of the Sprawl.
Well, that's unfortunate. What kind of business do you have at the bank today, sir?
I shan't be airing the details of my BS appointment with some nosy little brat tending the gate. Mind your business or you'll get the whip, child!
Shouldn't threaten to whip people. Actually, that reminds me a little of her toolkit.
I don't think you're allowed to not tell me what your business is.
Insolence!
But, sir, it's only a deposit.
One more outburst, and it will be back in the cage with you.
Making a deposit, huh? Schmack.
I'm sorry, sir. I was just slouching, only for a second. I'll make sure that none of the blood gold falls out of its case.
You nincompoop! It wasn't me using the whip. If it was, believe me, you'd feel it.
Wait a second. Did he say blood gold? Isn't that illegal?
He didn't say blood gold, he said bloody gold. It's a form of slang he must have picked up from somewhere. Isn't that right, you bloody idiot?
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir.
I'd like to take a closer look at those gold bars.
Obfuscate.
I think I need to hold on to these.
Why, you greedy little urchin. I think I like you more than ever.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, of course. Just remember, if you make any form of profit off of those, you're as much to blame as I am.
Got some gold.
Now, since you are finished rifling through my personal belongings, you insufferable petty little monster, let me pass.
This is an old man. Small cabin for the elderly. A group of sweet Grammys and Grampies were discovered to be trafficking illegal drugs into and out of the city. Well, not every old person is to be treated as a drug mule. Be vigilant when dealing with somebody's grandparent. Can we, like, inspect these? Gold bars. Cha-ching. Metal detector. X-ray.
I already know about the gold. I'd rather save the...
Okay. Let's just
Would you like to see my tax returns too? Perhaps
Yes.
my bank statements?
Yes.
I'll be keeping my private affairs to myself, whippersnapper. If you want to see
True,
what
I
I'm
did snap a
taking to
whip.
the bank, you'll have to pry it from my cold, dead hands.
Somebody wants to keep their business private.
I am very glad we understand one another.
Gonna say no. He's smuggling.
It's the goblin's fault, isn't it? Nasty, deceptive creatures.
No, it's entirely your fault.
What about this? Let me through the gate, but I shall leave the goblin tied up outside like the cur he is.
But sir, the gold!
Silence! All right, you rotten little girl, I'll go. But you will rue the day you crossed me.
I think it'll be fine. You foiled a blood gold trafficker on your first damn day? Legend. Hell yeah. Phone is ringing. Mush mushy.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
This is Lil.
Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
Okay, and where exactly is... She hung up.
Where's the dig site?
Why, hello there. I have come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism.
Denied.
After years on the road as a traveling merchant, I'm finally ready to put down roots. And what better place than the sprawling metropolis of the Sprawl? Huh, I just got that. Garby Bunches is the name.
Garby Bunches? Funny name. But that's gotta be made up. I'm gonna have to see some documentation.
Can't fault you for doing your due diligence. Here's my vendor's license, issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade.
Alright. Sure.
He's right. Everything is in order.
Alright.
I just can't wait to get in the mix and figure out what kind of merchant this place really needs. Since I was a boy selling lemonade, when life literally gave me lemons, I've dreamed of maximizing profits and keeping overhead low.
Seems like a weird dream for a kid to have.
You couldn't possibly understand, little girl, with your cushy government job. Wait, shouldn't you be in school or off playing or something?
Don't ask.
See, you get it. Once I've set up shop selling, well, whatever I decide to sell, I'll be sure to give you a discount.
Oh, thanks.
I look forward to buying... something.
I'm not planning to sell lemonade, but I could see a stall for, well, capes and monocles.
Okay.
Really tap into the opera and or vampire market. How about powders and ointments? Who doesn't love a good ointment?
There's nothing more exciting than the chance of unlimited possibility.
You're really making me feel good about this, kid. When I start expanding, I'll let you in on the ground floor. You could be the first powder and ointment franchisee.
We're gonna have to call Malcolm.
Garby Bunches. Where have I heard that name before? Wait a minute. Ask him if he's descended from Garbanzo the Terrible.
Are you related to Garbanzo the Terrible?
Yep, my great-great-great-great-grandpappy Garbanzo.
OMG, tell him I'm a huge fan. I've got so many questions. Like, why did he use an ice cream scoop? How did he dispose of all that mess?
This isn't helpful.
You're not helpful.
Alright, come on then. Capitalism. Go see the jester.
Can you smell that?
The trash barge? Yeah, it comes through on the weekends. The smell only lingers for a couple of days.
Oh, only a couple.
Not the reek of filth and decay. That's the reek of opportunity. See you around.
See you around, capitalist. Who would have known that a funny name would lead to connecting Jester Malcolm to one of his historical heroes? Good job. Bells ring in the distance. No more folks. Time to close up shop. All in a day's work. Due to your good job performance, 3.6, you were paid 20 gold for the shift. Huzzah! Fucked up on this one. Let's fucking go. I mean, I'm the best guardsman. What's here? Oh. What's with this building? Why is this building all decrepit? And this tower's leaning and broken. Well, a Pepsi. Ammonia, hydrogen, iodine, all pretty basic stuff. Oh yeah, totally. What is this? Machines like this are a relatively new discovery in the sprawl. Little notices the words Commander Keen among the inscrutable technical jargon. The hole is so deep you can't see the bottom. They must have a really good ladder guy. Right. Love a good ladder guy. See a small cot and a pile of clothes through the gap. Dr. B must sleep here. And look at that. It is midnight.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
Wait in the lost and found box? Alright.
No, you called me. I'm Lil. We spoke on the phone. I was covering for my dad at the South Gate.
Ah, of course, Lil, yes. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do, for the sake of time. Ha! Sake of time. Do you get it?
No.
No.
Trust me, you will.
Same brain cell. Who are you?
Who are you again?
Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological research at the Royal Academy. But you can call me B.
Gotcha. And what's so great about this place?
Would you like the long or short version?
I got time.
Hit me with some of that sweet exposition, baby.
Give me that lore.
This place is known as the dig site.
How creative.
We stand at the site upon which power crystals were first discovered.
The power crystals that I use for the tools in the guard shed?
Those and every other technological marvel of our lifetimes. The power crystal was discovered completely by accident. 80 years ago, on this site, an iconic dwarven heavy metal band performed to celebrate the coronation of Princess Desdemona's grandfather, King Artemis. At the moment of a particularly rumpus drum solo, the vibrations opened up a chasm, swallowing the entire stage and the musicians, and a few dozen enthusiastic fans.
It's pretty metal.
Legend says the band emerged from the chasm adorned in the glowing magical rocks, or what we know as power crystals today.
That must have looked awesome.
Very awesome, but there's more. Whether by fate or the actions of an inebriated mage, the bass player was struck by a lightning bolt, and the crystals in her cape and beard absorbed the electric discharge.
Uh-huh.
Everything that previously relied on magic within a 5-mile radius lit up and was charged for weeks.
Hardcore.
Hardcore.
Very hardcore. A massive industry sprung up and developed the multitudes of ways we use power crystals, which ushered in an unprecedented era of prosperity for the sprawl, making our city-state the world power it is today.
Gotcha. But what does this have to do with me?
I am the preeminent expert in the advanced properties of power crystals, and my research suggests we have barely scratched the surface of what these puppies can do.
Okay, but again, what does this have to do with me?
Lil, I have found how to harness the crystal's power to alter the very fabric of time. May I present the Chronometer 3000?
Why is it the 3000?
And what I need to know from you is, do you know anyone who would be willing to go on what some might call an adventure?
Oh, me! I want to go on an adventure!
Wonderful. But before you go off and start pushing buttons willy-nilly, let me explain how I came across this incredible new discovery.
Yeah,
Or more
what are the side
exposition,
effects?
as you might say.
Yes.
You see, by transmuting the crystal's more raw and ethereal properties and tethering it to a gnomish astrolabe, they can produce temporal anomalies.
Lee's bit's called astrolabe. Or whatever. Not.
We began experimenting by fashioning teeny tiny harnesses and attaching the crystals to mice and directing radio signals towards them.
Yeah? What happened to the mice?
We perfected the process and found that we could send these mice back minutes, hours, even a full day with a less than 13% fatality rate.
Oh.
Blah blah microscope, blah blah live chicken, blah 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 resonance chamber, blah.
I push button.
Wait, what? Where am I? What just happened?
The phone is ringing. Pick up the phone.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
Deja vu.
Check this out. You were about to tell me you need a gate guard to come down to the dig site, right?
My word, you gate guards are intuitive. I hope they're paying you a more than fair wage.
Am I being? No, yes, I am being paid for this. I just
They
got paid.
probably aren't, the way my dad complains about it.
Wait.
She hung up. Again.
Why, hello there. I've come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a...
Let me stop you there. Your name is Grabby Blanchers, right? You're a traveling merchant or something?
Ah, I see my reputation precedes me. Kind of. The name is Garby Bunches.
This is so weird. I swear I already dealt with this guy. I can either do the same thing as I did last time, or maybe this is a chance to try something different.
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
That's what I'm trying to decide, Garbs.
Regardless, here's my vendor license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade for confirmation.
He's right. Everything is... I need to get this guy processed and get my butt back to the dig site.
Go forth and capitalize.
I swear I've done this already. I remember pulling the lever.
Can you smell that?
I think then you said something about opportunity.
You got it. See you around.
Time travelers now.
I need to get back to the dig site to figure out what just happened.
Went back in time. Couple hours. Oh, sorry, I wanted to... Nope, not that one. Voices. A bit lower. There we go. Hi.
Oh, Lil from the phone call earlier, of course. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do for the sake of time. Sake of time.
I already told you no. Oh, wait, I actually do.
My name is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological...
Mological research at the Royalty School for Smart People. You said I can call you Trixie. We've been through this before.
I'd prefer if you called me B.
And this is the site where power crystals were first discovered and you used them to make a time machine. Then you baited me with promises of adventure and pretty much forced me to push the big shiny button on your silly little time machine, and now I'm pretty sure I'm just traveled back through time and I'm kind of freaking out here. Any questions?
Wait, why am I asking you questions? For any of this to be possible, it would require the use of my newly crafted device.
Yes.
May I present the Chronometer 3000? Wait, where did it go?
Do you mean this?
My invention! How did you get that?
You gave it to me. Well, not really, but you were gonna give it to me, I think. You were in the middle of explaining.
And you were seduced by the glowing red button.
No.
Can you blame me?
Yes,
I was enticed by
but it is a good button. I'm just proud of myself that your particles weren't immediately dispersed to the furthest reaches of space and time.
Yeah, that's nice.
That risk becomes much lower once I configure it to your individual life source, which I will do now.
Jolly red candy-like button.
At any rate, I think the castle gate is a perfect place to test my prototype, and I need a willing gate guard to use the device. And allow me to track their progress to make sure only the right people are permitted entry to the sprawl. Do you have any questions?
Right people?
Right people.
Also, hi,
Individuals
Parker, how
or
you doing?
groups that would improve the daily life of the inhabitants of the sprawl, rather than those who would see harm come to the community and castle.
Isn't that subjective?
Yes, well, I suppose it is, but recently the kingdom has seen a rise in rebellious factions, envious neighboring nations, not to mention the resentful Mages Guild since the Power Crystal has replaced most household magical applications.
Ah, that's why that guy wanted that whole freedom shtick.
One wrong choice could trigger a domino effect that could lead to the fall of the sprawl.
Why not use it yourself?
So to recap, you're giving me, a 12-year-old who worked exactly one day at the castle gate, the power to rewind time? Why not just use it yourself?
Make a good point, Lil.
I have been testing the device myself for months. In fact, I used it to repeat a month's worth of the same day and learn to play the oboe. Can I show you?
I want to say yes. I want to say yes.
Oh, well, perhaps another time. My calculations suggest that no changes I could make from my post at the Royal Academy would have nearly the impact on the sprawl that you gate guards do. Academia, am I right? So I came to the conclusion that trying it out at the gate is a calculated risk worth taking.
Okay.
I think I get the idea, Dr. B. I'm ready to go out in the world and use this device properly, and definitely not to win the lottery or to repeatedly watch people trip and fall over and over again.
You'd want that?
With all that money, I could pay people to trip and fall over and over again.
True.
Regardless, you'll find you can't use it whenever or wherever you want. It is now calibrated, so it will only allow you to fold space and time when you are inside the guard shed.
Ah, rats.
Furthermore, by default, the device will automatically allow you to travel back to the start of your guard shift, including your loadout. However, I've hacked it a bit so that you can jump back to a specific point in the turn. Hack is the key word, though. I have to leave now. There is more science to be done. I will summon you soon, and we will see what else you might be ready for. Thank you, Lil. The world thanks you.
No pressure.
You can do this. Just try not to break space and time.
It'll be fine. It's fun. You just put a time machine in the hands of a 12-year-old. What could
I'm
go
not
wrong?
kidding.
Maybe I should have mentioned I was only working the gate for one day. Oh well. It's getting pretty late. I should head home.
The tavern. We live in a tavern, hell yeah. Alright, time to see if Dad won big. Hi.
Your dad's over there.
Can't talk to you. Twisted Sisters Tavern. Legend has it that this neon sign was made by a company that makes custom neon signs. It's a pretty cool legend. Would have never guessed. That's where they keep the good stuff. Arda will only open a bottle for people she knows will pay their tab. You remember this working when you were little? Pretty great collection of tunes. Dad always says if you ever saved enough money, you could chip in to get her fixed. This ain't the nicest place in town, but there's always a nice, a warm fire going. Hello. Go Sprawl Brawlers.
Hey, there she is, my hard-working, angel-faced sweetest of the sweetest daughter of mine.
You didn't win your gambling, did you?
No, but it wasn't my fault. The other team was just too good. But I didn't lose all my money. We still have left what I didn't bet, so...
Yeah?
That'll be 15 gold for the ale.
And now we don't have any left. Hey, Lil, did you take any bribes or pickpocket anyone today?
Did you take any bribes? No.
Sorry, nothing today.
I'm not giving you counterfeit money.
Oh, rats.
Rats? Again? I mean, we don't have rats, I swear.
No, not like that. Oh, well. I'll go call my guy anyways. See if he'll front me the money to bet with.
Wait, you'll never believe what happened. Right at the end of my shift, I got this phone call, okay? Asking me to come down to the dig site.
Did you remember to lock up the shed?
What? Yes.
And turn off the light?
Yes, I did. Whatever, just listen.
You gotta make sure to turn off the light, Lil. They'll charge us for the overnight usage.
I remember to turn off the light. I think. Anyways, Dad, I met this professor at the dig site, and she had this time machine, and when I touched the time machine, I went back in time. Then she gave me the time machine to use when I work the guard shed for you, but it only works at the guard shed, so that was kind of a bummer. But it's super cool, and it only works for me.
That's great, sweetie. I'm glad you liked covering for me today. But you don't have to make up stories just so you can work another shift.
Wait, no, that's not what's happening.
Anytime you want to be just like Daddy and work down at the guard shed, all you need to do is ask.
Dad, you're not fully comprehending what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, Arda, did you hear? Lil's making up cute stories so she can be more like her old man.
Yep, totally.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I have the power to manipulate time and I demand to be taken seriously!
Okay, I understand. I can see that you're serious. Seriously adorable. But honestly, Lil, you can cover for me anytime you like. You're probably doing a better job than me anyways.
Wow. Alright, Dad.
This isn't how I expected it to go.
Why do I get the feeling that Dad just, like, let everybody into the city? Like, no questions asked.
Speaking of that, I better call my guy and make a bet on the next game. It's getting late. You better get upstairs to bed, Missy. Good night, Lil.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, Dad. Maybe someday you'll believe me. Good luck with your gambling.
I don't need luck.
I mean, you do.
Get to bed, Lil. I'll be up after the game's over.
You do need luck. Still can't talk to her.
Whew, I'm pooped. That's enough adventure for one day. I'm ready to hit the sack.
Alright, day 1 complete, baby. On her way to the bar, Mrs. Abernathy accidentally walked into 2 more tutorials, causing her to be late to make a bet on the big Goblin Ball game. Her grandson's inheritance is safe, for now. Tyronius Athanatos missed giving his keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom. This helped mend the divide between magical and non-magical beings. Tyronius' hatred for Smaggles grew greatly that day. After Denise picked up her kids, she moved them safely out of view, but not earshot, and gave Kelly a piece of her mind. Polyphemus and Orlando Jr. learned a handful of new words that day, but some they already knew. Alright. That's a long one. Due to your cunning confiscation and denying the old coot Grumpkin T. Dankworth, was unable to make his sizable deposit of illegal blood gold to BS Bank of Sprawl. Fortunately, it happened on the same day of an unprecedented volume of cash withdrawals. This caused the bank to run and close early. People panicked, they burned the bank to the ground. Mr. Dankworth refused to donate money to have it rebuilt. Economic collapse. Garvey Bunches found a vacant plot of land in the alley behind the Twisted Sisters Tavern and set up his Emporium of Wonders. Nice. And I get a discount there. Well, maybe. Level 2.
Good morning. You're listening to The Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl. I'm your host, Dodger, joined as always by my co-host, The Ham, who I will remind you is a live pig. Let's jump right in and get your morning started and muse over the news. Today in the headlines, it was just announced that the heir to the throne, Princess Desdemona, has come of age and will be taking a suitor. No, I don't think Desdemona wants a pig as a husband, The Ham. But then again, neither did my ex-wife. Hey-oh! With multiple suitors making their way into the city, expect backups and delays across all major routes this morning. Now let's get to the
Bunch of
music.
thirsty
You're
ass
listening to
dudes.
The Morning Crawl here in the Sprawl with Dodger and the Ham.
I liked it better when it was Dodger and the Cluck, but I guess it was too hard to keep training that chicken.
An angsty band for tweens and tweens at heart. Enough thirsty dudes to impact traffic? That's concerning. Yep.
I think I should find my dad. Good thing I always sleep in my clothes and I'm ready to go.
Oh. This is the official crest of the Smol and the royal family. How do we have a crest of the royal family?
A note?
Dear Lil, please come down to the guard shed as soon as you can. Love, Dad.
Maybe he wants me to work a shift for him again. Or maybe he forgot to put on underwear and needs me to bring him a pair. Well, there's a 50-50 chance I'll get to use the chronometer 3000 today. Here's hoping.
Yeah.
And finally, the aforementioned grading pending review will be transferable to a more viable calculation, which is, needless to say, a more economical contrivance for evaluation. Any questions?
Many questions.
Hey, Dad, I got your note. What's going on?
I have no idea.
Due to the Bank of the Sprawl being burned to the ground as a result of your actions, any guardsman who does not receive an above 2-star rating at the end of any given shift will lose their job.
Oh.
But I need my job for gambling.
Gotta love his motivations.
I'll pretend I didn't just hear that.
You and I both know my dad has a tendency to half-ass his way through life. Tell me why he needs to whole-ass it all of a sudden and strive for anything above 2 stars.
Why, I'm glad you asked. I've been authorized to award above average job performance with cash bonuses.
You
That's
mean
more
if we
gambling
get
money.
more 4-star results, we'll make more money?
You're as quick as your father. Before I go, here are the allotted crystals to power your tools.
What was
And
that
with
other
that,
thing?
I'm off to tell all the other gate guards about these new rules. Well, all of them except Randy. He's been terminated.
Rip Randy.
Not Randy. That guy's a riot.
Which is exactly what his poor judgment led to. Wish me luck.
Randy the Riot?
Oh, jeez. Randy was just 3 payments away from paying off his new catapult.
3 payments away from retirement.
Sounds like you need to start doing your job better.
More like you need to start doing my job better. Just like you wanted to.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. You don't just get to leave me here. Will you go bet on Goblin Ball games?
No Goblin Ball match today. I received a cryptic letter this morning saying they need me on palace duty, and they specifically referenced that you need to cover for me again. Looks like you're not the only one who wants you to work the gate today.
Huh.
Again, not what I meant.
It's not all bad news. I scored these off-brand discount crystals from my bookie Fredo as a gift for being his best client. But he mentioned that they might only work some of the time. But I like those odds.
Such a gambler.
Oh, Dad, you really need to talk to somebody about your gambling.
I love you too, Lil. And with that, I'm off. Remember, 2 stars or better or we're out on our asses.
No pressure.
That's my girl.
Oh, yeah. The royal route. Malcolm, rather than repairing the dungeon which is falling apart, leading to the escape of a serial arsonist, I'm having the jail cells painted instead. Give me a call when the fellow gets here. Okay. Expect the imminent arrival of 2 envoys vying for an alliance with the Sprawl. That's 2 envoys, not 1, not 3, but 2. 4 is right out. Take this opportunity for cultural exchange and learn as much as you can. Really get them talking. The Duchess of Scarborough's award-winning feline companion, Sprankle, shall be arriving in its miniature royal carriage this week. As always, treat any non-human visitor, goblin, gnome, ogre, etc., with extra scrutiny. Remember, if you see something, say something. By royal decree. They're literally telling me to profile people. Police work. Okay. Yeah, truth serum. Okay. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. The name is Seamus McGoblin. I've been requested to do some work in the sprawl. Just have my supplies here with me, nothing else to declare.
Well, I'm supposed to give you some extra scrutiny, but I see that you're painting. You got painting supplies. All right. All right, buddy. How you
You
doing?
have paint with you. Are you like an artist?
Me? An artist? No, ma'am. I have a real job. I'm a painter. I paint things like walls and doors. An artist? Oh, you're giving me a laugh.
You may laugh, but I'm sure that you're an artist at heart.
I'll have to tell Mrs. McGoblin that. She'll never believe she's been married to an artist all these years.
A content creator? Yeah, this guy, don't you know? This guy's pretty famous for, like, painting walls. And his entire, like, stream content is watching paint dry. Do I have to... Give me a call when the fellow gets here. Hey, Malcolm.
Well, it's about time he showed up. Send him to my office toot suite and I'll set him to work. No more doom and gloom down here in my office. Now it'll just be doom.
Hell yeah.
What's that? Yes, I insist the horse get into the water. This is water polo after all.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's a horse whinny followed by the sound of a big splash. Alright, buddy.
If I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I'm being asked to paint. A note was left at my shop late last night. You can have a look if you like.
Oh, sure. Uh-huh. I've got some work for you to do. Come to the sprawl at 2:30. There are two ways to paint your stuffs. One legit, the other in cuffs. The little girl will guide your way so that you can earn your portion of official sprawl currency. M. Yep.
Mysterious letters are way more common these days. And I have a feeling
That's
I'm the
Malcolm.
little girl they're talking about.
I didn't want to say, but you are indeed a little girl.
It's true.
For my age, I'm not.
How old are you?
I'm 12.
You still seem pretty little.
Alright, buddy. You're in. Gotta paint that jail, buddy. Gotta make it look nice and fancy so that the
Many
inmates
thanks.
like it.
Say,
Feel
before
comfortable.
I go, do you have a favorite color?
Red, blue, green. I mean, my favorite is green.
I like green, I guess.
Then I shall paint whatever it is I'm painting green in your honor.
Hell yeah.
Thank you again.
Let's fucking go. Let him do his job. What do you want? A parade? Yes, please. Hello.
Hear ye, hear ye. I have come to announce to the princess a proposal of marriage from my lord and master, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard. Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen
Yes.
Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen
Right.
Talia, daughter of King Salvatore,
Got it.
son of Queen Farabelle, daughter of King Algernon,
Stood.
son of Queen Rebecca, daughter of King Timothy,
I remember
son
him.
of Queen Sarsaparilla, daughter of King Finbar. Son of Queen Anne,
Yeah.
daughter of King Remus,
Yeah.
son of Queen Turtledove,
Oh.
who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen Talia, daughter of King Salvatore, son of Queen Ferabelle, daughter of King Algernon, son of Queen Rebecca, daughter of King Timothy, son of Queen Sarsaparilla, daughter of King Finbar, son of Queen Anne, daughter of King Remus, son of Queen Turtledove, who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia.
Thank you. Wow. Okay, I think I got it.
Feline. Okay, it doesn't have anything about what to do with the suitors. So I guess it's just a judgment call. Question.
Prince Phineas himself will arrive in the sprawl after a ceremonial visit to the royal sulfur mines of Petrard. The prince will be christening the newest of our sulfuric refineries by smashing a bottle of Petrardian fizzy over the front door.
I'm sure that this won't create sulfuric acid.
Won't that make a huge mess?
Inevitably. But it is a tradition. A sticky, dangerous tradition.
Okay.
An alliance between the great kingdom of Petrard and the Sprawl would benefit both sides mightily. Imagine the petrol and gunpowder our sulfur mines produce, combined with the technological advancements that your power crystals provide, would create a union that would make our two kingdoms the envy of the world.
Those sulfur mines smell like farts. Does Prince Flinflon smell like farts?
A little bit. I mean, his name is Phineas, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King...
Please, stop!
Can't think of a reason why I would use those.
And now, in celebration of the beginning of this new chapter of prosperity between the kingdoms of Petrard and the Sprawl, I shall play you an original composition of my own on the Petrardian greeting bugle.
Ah, thank you.
If music be the food of love, then you know what to do, and a two, and a three.
Plays a wretched little tune badly.
Bravo! Bravo!
Good job.
Oh, thank you, kind child. You know, I could have been the first bugle in the Petrardian orchestra.
I'm sure you could have.
If we had an orchestra. Perhaps you know of a music director in the Sprawl looking for a man with good embouchure?
I'll keep a lookout for that.
Yeah. Alright, you're in. You won me over with that bugle.
Onward to announce the eventual arrival of Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard and future husband to Princess Desdemona. Incidentally, I believe there is a representative of the Marvarg Empire behind me seeking to make a similar offer for the hand of the princess.
Yeah?
If you refuse her entry, I will give you much gold tonight. I will meet you at the tavern after your shift. Remember, do not let in the Marvarg delegate.
You admitted an admittedly annoying ambassador. Hello.
Good afternoon, child. I would like to enter this bustling metropolis with the desire to purchase a hat. I have lost my previous hat and I require a replacement.
Seems legit. Let me check the writ. Really get them talking. Alright, so, okay, yeah, so I guess this is the Petrode and Margov person. I'm guessing I'm probably supposed to let them both in. But I do get a bribe. Alright, buddy, what's your story?
Why come all this way to buy a hat? Surely they have hats where you're from.
They do, yes. But they do not match the standards of my previous hat. I was known well as one who adorned a hat of the highest caliber.
Oh.
I cannot go back.
I see. Understandable.
You seem like the type of guy that would wear a fancy hat.
Not just fancy.
I mean, look at that belt.
Fantastic.
Excellent. You have a fantastic voice.
This old hat of yours must have been something special.
Oh, it was. It was the most fantastic hat you had ever seen. That is how I acquired my name. Signor Capello Fantastico.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Mr. Fancy Hat. Or Fantastic Hat.
Mr. Fantastic Hat.
Yep.
That's the worst name I've ever heard.
It doesn't make sense without the hat.
It's true. Well, buddy, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a truth serum. Just
the hat. She was too much. Too fantastic for one man to wear. I couldn't handle the pressure of adorning such a prestigious piece of headwear. I did not lose that fantastic hat. I threw it away.
No.
But what should have been my salvation was the greatest mistake of my life. And now, I must find a new hat of equal, if greater worth than my previous hat.
I can only imagine the weight that comes with wearing such a fantastic hat.
Heavy is the head, as they say.
Alright. Get this man a hat.
I hope you find your hat, Mr. Fantastico.
Thank you, child. The next time you see me, you will say to yourself, "Wow, has that guy got a fantastic new hat?"
I have no doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah, brother. Your interrogation led you to him bearing his soul to you, and you gave the man a second chance to find the headdress of his dreams. Hello?
I come with a message for Princess Desdemona of the Sprawl, from Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire.
Oh?
The Praetor bid me say directly to the princess, Egtag Maya Kora una Guahatag.
Yeah?
Grant me access to deliver this message personally, and I shall recite the Praetor's words to the princess with honor. Hail, Praetor Gargan! Kapla!
Alright.
I killed 19 other mighty adversaries for the honor of delivering this message to your princess. I have brought you the head of the mightiest of these for you to inspect, as is our custom.
Gee. Thanks.
No, please. You keep it.
But then how will you know I am worthy of delivering the words of the Praetor to your princess?
You know what? I'll take your word for it.
Curious. Very well. The Praetor is attending the ballet tonight. Upon its completion, Praetor Kargan will make for the sprawl.
Oh, so the Praetor's coming here later tonight?
Not likely. In Marvog, the ballet can last days, weeks even. It continues until only one dancer survives. Ballet is one of the finest blood sports in the Marvog Empire.
Yeah, makes sense.
And the bodies of fallen ballerinas are stacked high in the main square, as is our custom.
Of course.
Oh dear God. Is there a prize for, winning the ballet?
Indeed, there is. The winner is put directly into the line of succession to rule. Praetor Kargan was one of the finest ballerinas I have ever witnessed.
Cool.
Slaughtered dozens of other would-be ballerinas with a grace and beauty that brought a tear to my eye.
Amazing.
Sorry, what exactly was the message you had for Princess Desdemona again?
Praetor Kargan crafted the message personally. A warrior poet. Hail Praetor Kargan! The message is Ektag Maya Kola Una Guahatag. Or in your language, it is marriage which will bring our two proud nations into a state of cooperation. That is the closest translation, even though it loses some of the beauty it has in our tongue.
You speak our language very well. Could you teach me something in Marvalgian?
It's just Marvag. Not in or rights or ease or anything like that. What would you like to learn? Haha! There are many words for this, but typically we also use the phrase "f off."
Okay.
Cool.
Nice. Alright. You're in. You gotta go down for dinner. Sure, we're gonna take a break after this person.
You have honor, little one, and shall always be a friend of the Marvag. And now, to fulfill my mission to speak the Praetor's words to the princess. Kapla!
See ya. Nice. Those linguists, you admitted the Margon envoy, and you picked up some cool new phrases. Yeah. Alright. We are gonna take a break. Oop. I am back. Had pork chops and rice over mushrooms. Pretty good. Let's get back to the game. Hello.
Whoa there, Lucy. Hello and salutations to you, most honorable guardian of the free peoples of the Sprawl.
Hello.
I am the envoy of the gallant Sir Beverly, a knight of some minor renown, which is also me.
Uh-huh.
I have received a very special invitation from Her Majesty Princess Desdemona, as she turns her royal eye to finding a suitor. If there's nothing else, I will be off to my happily ever after.
Now, we're only supposed to have 2 envoys. So, sir? Ooh. What's going on with that horse there?
When word reached me that Princess Desdemona was going to be entertaining potential suitors, I knew my days of jousting and dragon slaying were behind me.
Yeah?
I saddled up my faithful steed Lucy and rode hard across the realm. For thrice 3 days we rode, stopping only to aid those in distress and relieve ourselves. Now, we are here to exclaim our dearest devotion to the beautiful princess, the fairest flower in a whole field of fair flowers.
How poetic.
You really don't look like the dragon slaying type.
Looks can be deceiving. By my eyes, you don't look like the castle guarding type.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm not. This is my dad's job. I'm filling in. You're proving my point. Have you ever met Princess Desdemona?
Alack a day, I have not. 'Tis but a glimpse of her I have yet beheld, but that image has drawn me here like a moth to a forest fire.
Right?
And
the
though
horse
it
is
is
sus,
true I
it
have
really
never
is.
known the caress of a lover, the thought of it fills my loins to bursting.
Okay, buddy.
Steady on, Lucy. I was only speaking metaphorically.
know she wants you to come and marry her if she's never met you before?
In that glimpse of her, I could see she was longing for true love to come and save her from her world of loneliness.
Yeah, I don't think that's how glimpses work.
I use the whip on this guy. Oh. And use the whip on the horse.
Ow, ow, ow! This is not what we signed up for, Beverly. Can we get our $10 now?
All right, I'll be honest with you. I'm not the gallant Sir Beverly, knight of some minor renown.
Shit,
I'm
don't
just
say.
an envoy to plain Beverly, late-night custodian of the Goblin Ball Stadium, which is actually me. I've been watching the princess launch the ceremonial first slingshot at Goblin Ball matches for years now. Our eyes locked during one such slingshotting, and she smiled. My heart has been hers ever since that day. Also, I spent all my money on this costume, and I don't have any left to pay the horse.
This. We're out of here.
You better go too, Beverly.
I understand. You are being controlled by powerful forces and simply following orders. But know this, there is no force more powerful than love. You have not seen the last of Beverly, late-night custodian of the Goblin Ball Stadium. On, Lucy.
Shut up, Beverly.
Alright, the horse was sus. He wasn't a real envoy, and that definitely wasn't a real horse. Masterful deduction there, Guardsman. Thank you, thank you. Going to use the X-ray, but I was like, wait, this is a horse.
Hey, kid, are you Lil?
Yeah? That's me.
Okay, good. Got a mysterious letter here for you?
Oh, thanks.
Who's it from?
I'm not authorized to know.
That is mysterious. Does this mysterious letter have anything to do with the one my dad Hamish got this morning?
Your dad is Hamish? What a good guy. Did you hear about Randy, though?
Only 3 payments away on that catapult.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Anyways, just take the note. I gotta get back to work.
Thank you. That's from Malcolm. What does it mean by Wicked 3000? I have a message in Discord. Oh. Ooh, hiccup. Windows sent me a link about, I guess, some recently released or soon to be released Pathfinder book.
Wait a minute. What are you doing? I really gotta catch up to my partner.
There you go.
You had me worried there for a second. See you around, kid.
See ya. Gotta do the job, man. Oop. Little girl stands at a gate, making choices. I can't wait. If you've got a taste of madness and wish to circumvent great sadness, come and meet me after dark. Together we make our stamp on the world. M. Dungeon 7, Room 4. Boulevard de Lure.
Nothing weird or creepy about that.
Let's make our stamp upon the word.
Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar. A simple girl
Why do you have blood on you?
wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To
I feel like
my
you'll murder
old
your
life
date.
I sing au revoir.
And you are? It's Lil, and you need a good reason to be let in, but so far I'm not optimistic. Do you have any idea or anything?
I assure you that my heart is true. Must this be a whole to-do?
Yes.
Inside these walls, my destiny awaits.
Nothing comes from Disney. Nothing good comes from Disney
Just
princesses.
feels like if you weren't singing, we could move the plot along faster.
What's the red on her dress? That's what I'm asking. All right, lady. What? I feel like I'm gonna need the X-ray. I feel like you got like a shit ton of. What's
I'm
going on?
just so thrilled to finally be here in the sprawl. The people, the culture, the food, the hundreds of dark alleyways that could just swallow a person up.
Yeah?
I have to say, I'm losing patience, Lil. At first, you seemed so innocent, but still, I have a hunger driving me. The people everywhere will see my dark destiny I will fulfill.
Well, that took a dark turn.
All right, lady. I'm gonna need you to stay still for a second. I'm just gonna make sure you don't have any weapons. Oh no. Shouldn't have cheaped out on that crystal. Uh-oh. This is awkward. This is a bit awkward.
Okay, Lil, now that we're real bosom friends, I guess I can open up to you.
Yeah?
Can you just tell me and not sing it?
Nope.
Ah.
I guess that it's all so true. Why I ventured here to you is that I am a thief.
I don't.
And
I don't.
also I should claim that I likely bear the blame for forging checks and larceny, for smuggling drugs and piracy, for setting many fires and causing grief, so much grief.
Why are you telling me this?
Oh my god! Just because you're singing it doesn't make any of that remotely okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of being swayed here. Yeah, can I call the guard captain? Striker? I think there's a murderer on the loose.
For the love of what is that?
Excuse me, who are you talking to? What are you saying to them? Are you talking about me? Behind my back?
No, I'm talking about it in front of your face.
I'm right in front of you.
No, it drives me crazy when people talk about me behind my back right in front of me. This is making me angry.
Oh, maybe let's try singing?
Lil attempts to sing.
At times like this, what helps is this, calming down.
This isn't a duet. I'm the star here. You think you're going to burn me? It's me that's going to burn you.
Laura reaches into her pocket, removes a Molotov cocktail, lights it, and lobs it at Lil in the guard shed. Oh no. Game over, bro. You died.
Whoa, I didn't think this was that kind of game.
Retry.
Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar.
Alright.
I'm just so thrilled. The people, the culture, the food.
Don't.
I have to say, I'm losing patience, Lil. At first, you seemed so innocent, but still, I have a hunger driving me. The people
Can't skip it.
everywhere will
I can't
see.
skip her singing.
My dark destiny I will fulfill.
Well, that took a.
Don't fail on me. We need to detect that Molotov. No!
Okay, Lil. Now,
can you just tell me?
Nope.
Ah.
I guess that it's all so true. Why I ventured here to you is that I am a thief.
Don't think you're a
And
thief.
also I should claim that I likely bear the blame for forging checks and larceny, for smuggling drugs and piracy, for setting many fires and causing grief, so much grief.
Oh my god!
Gonna. Denied. Get the fuck out of here.
I see now that you aren't my friend. My time here is about to end. You haven't seen the last of me.
You're the worst.
Despite this songbird's sweet serenade, you correctly identified a homicidal maniac and turned her away. With the right tool, there may have been more to find. Yes! I know. I'm well aware. At 3.33. Diamonds. Remember, 3 stars represents a good score and a little Guardsman. A 4-star result relies on superb deduction, the perfect loadout, a bit of luck, and some combination of all 3 things. A result screen like this one will guide you towards a 3-star result, but a 4-star is up to you. Bleep bloop. You got some sort of achievement. Dungeon 7, Room 4, Boulevard des Douleurs. Ah, so this building is the dungeon. Hello. Every castle needs a creepy dungeon, right? It's true. Ideal for prisoners who only have one arm. Having not seen a bathroom, you become horrified at the realization of what this bucket is for.
Is this the right place?
Notice that it's green in here.
It is. I mean, enter if you dare.
Behind the door. Clear his throat. Why does that have a handle? Hello.
Oh, you dared. Hello. Welcome to my lair of chaos.
Hang in there. Hi, Striker. Who are... That must be Councilman Ash?
It looks like a bedroom.
It is his damn bedroom.
It can be 2 things. I'm a minimalist.
This does not seem like minimalist decorative sense.
So, this is the little Guardsman we've been talking about. Wait, you are, right?
Yeah?
I can't imagine why I wouldn't be.
Good news, little girl. You're going to be working the gate for the foreseeable future.
What?
What? That's not good news. Why me? I hardly have a grasp on what I'm doing, and I'm barely tall enough to see over the desk.
I see. Then you're free to go.
Keep it together, Mal. Listen, little girl. We have eyes and ears all over the city, but the gates have always been a blind spot for me.
What? How?
The point is, the safety and security of the sprawl must be preserved and protected, and you might be positioned to help maintain the balance. Do you understand our meaning?
Back up. Who are you?
You can think of us as the real change makers here in the sprawl. Sure, there's the princess, but I think she's better suited to cutting ribbons and things like that.
Careful.
At any rate, I am Councilwoman Ash, head politician and policymaker for the sprawl.
Okay.
Lieutenant Stryker, head of military and law enforcement.
And I'm Malcolm.
He's a jester of the court.
I think they got that from the hat.
Basically, we're the ones who really make things happen around here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Malcolm.
Yep.
So it would be wise for you to do as we say.
What if I refuse? You can't make me do anything I don't want to do. I'm 12 years old.
Damn it, you've got us there. But how about we leave it up to chance? Guess which hand is holding the colored ball, and we'll forget about the whole thing. But if you guess it correctly, you agree to do our bidding no matter how nefarious or unreasonable. Sound like a deal?
Do I even have a choice?
Yes. You choose which hand.
Not the brightest one, is she?
He just like looking past the hands because I noticed I've noticed these options, so it's like I'm checking their character art. There's like a ball in each, surely, probably. Illuminati.
Ah, I'm sorry. That was the wrong choice. What you should have chosen was my foot.
But you said it would be in your hand.
And what is the foot if not the hand of the leg? You lost fair and square.
But...
Oh, and don't worry about your father. We're each quite capable at finding ways to keep him busy, making sure you have to cover for him.
But...
That concludes this briefing. We suggest you go back home, rest, and wake up tomorrow prepared to go to your new, mundane job, which you will work at for the foreseeable future.
It's called being an adult.
Keep an eye out for our directives in your daily Guardsman writ. I trust you won't disappoint us.
Goodbye!
Why did you turn off the light? She obviously knows we're still here.
She wouldn't have known that if you didn't start talking.
I should have brought another drink.
They say nothing, as if they're no longer there, except they are. Alright, whatever. We were looking for it? I thought we were avoiding. No, we were looking for it.
Boy, what a day. Hey, Arda, pour me a cold one, will ya?
Make that two, Arda. Hey, wait a minute. You're too young to be drinking cold ones. Make hers a milk, please, Art.
Can it at least be cold?
That depends. How did work go today?
Did better than a 2-star rating, I can tell you that. How was... What were you doing again?
the bidding of the 3 royal advisors.
Do you think it's normal that the big names and faces of this city are using us for their own personal and political gain?
After today, I don't know what's normal anymore.
I'm guessing.
There's
he
someone
knows
waiting
what's
for
up.
you in the back alley. Garcy blinkers, Gerby bonbons. Anyways, it's just through that door over there.
Oh, hey, he got a hat.
Maybe one day you can cover for me here at the bar. Maybe one day you can.
So many job offerings.
That Malcolm is a madman, but at least he pays well. And with you working the guard shed, I'm pulling in 2 salaries. Your milk is on me.
Hell yeah.
That Malcolm is a...
Hey, we have extra of the daily special today. Eggs and oil and lemon. Do you and your dad want to take it?
No, we're not gonna take it.
Hey, we have...
No, we're not.
He found a hat.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Sorry to hear that.
It's broken. If you can find someone to fix it, be my guest.
Hey, I didn't do the thing.
Aha! There she is, the brilliant little half-pint running the desk. I trust you refused entry to the envoy from the Marvog Empire like we talked about? If you did, I have the gold I promised you right here.
I let them in.
No, I totally let them in.
What? Why? I thought we had a deal.
No, you thought you could bribe a guardian of the Free Peoples of the Sprawl, which is a very serious offense.
Please forgive me, incorruptible and honest steward of the kingdom. I beg you, forgive.
All right, stop groveling. Now don't let me catch you around here again, you hear?
I hear. You are truly worthy and filled with honesty from the core. You have an air of trust within us that permeates.
Thank you. Goodbye.
See ya.
Lil, you came.
Hey, if it isn't my favorite capitalist.
Welcome to Garby Bunch's Emporium of Wonder. You're my very first customer. I was actually inspired by watching you alternately help and hinder folks at the gate yesterday. And I thought, Garby, there must be an industry of enterprising individuals supporting the guards. And when I looked around, there wasn't. So I met a mage who's got a magic crystal hookup, and now I'm selling Guardsman tool power-ups.
Ooh.
If you've got the cash, I can sell you extra power crystals. Both the good kind and the cheap roll the dice and see what happens kind, as well as power-ups for all of your tools. It's pricey, but the more crystals you can load into those bad boys, the better. Finally, if you need cash, you can sell me anything you might have taken off of unsuspecting suckers. Here, take a look.
Sick. Oh. That. And then go with the X-ray. Mm. %35% chance of success is what those are. Those photos.
Back for more? Feast your eye.
That cannot be safe. Lou could fall in the sewers if she could walk to that part of the screen. Well, it's a good thing I can't. The smell coming out of this dumpster, indescribable. We need to find a repairman.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
What are you
Quiet,
talking
you.
Hit the hay. Seamus McGoblin did a commendable job painting the dungeon walls. Although humble, he really is quite skilled. He never let a drop hit the floor, and he did all the edges without using tape. Really high quality work. It brought a much needed breath of life into the room where some people wait for execution. Seamus went home with his hard-earned paycheck in one hand and a bouquet of flowers for his wife in the other. He put his 6 goblin children to bed, swept his wife off of her feet, and took her to their room. Their 7th child, Becky McGoblin, is due sometime in the spring. Ooh. The Petrardian envoy presented himself at court, which began okay until, out of sheer politeness, Princess Desdemona acknowledged his bugle. He proceeded to toot his own horn, which rapidly diminished the favor he had just curried, and all in attendance left with a bad taste in their mouths and a ringing in their ears. That night, lying in his bed in the chambers provided for visiting dignitaries, he felt vexed that the lowly guardsman had refused his generous offer of a bribe. The nerve of some people. Signor Capello Fantastico entered the sprawl and began his quest for the perfect hat. He ventured to every store that sold headgear in the sprawl: Henry's hats, Linda's lids, Homer's haberdashery, the chapeau shack, mind your millinery, hats, all caps, and even Yiddle's yarmulke yurt. But none of them had the type of hat he was searching for. But rest assured, Signor Capello Fantastico will not relent until the top of his head is restored to its former glory. But can he carry such a weight upon his shoulders? After relaying Praetor Carrigan's message to the princess, the Marvog envoy walked past the National Ballet of the Sprawl's repertory company rehearsing in the park. Seeing that the ballerinas of the Sprawl were doing things completely wrong, the Marvog envoy decided to join in to teach them a thing or two, and the Sprawl's ballerinas are experts in first position and first degree. Now the Sprawl's ballerinas are experts in first position and first-degree murder. Since the envoy was distracted, the Praetor never got word if the princess received their message, but don't worry, they'll show up anyway. Denied entry, the fake Sir Beverly took off his fake armor, got back on his fake horse, and went home to his real hut where he lived with his real mother and wallowed in his very real depression. Chloe was picked up by a patrol outside the city limits after having set fire to a hen house with her blowtorch, which spread to a number of surrounding houses, costing the treasury and reducing the city's food supply. Beep bloop.
It's news in the morning with me, your news anchor, Manuel Mentiroso. Breaking news. The chosen suitors for our beloved and newly available Princess Desdemona will be arriving today in the Sprawl. Be on the lookout for royal carriages, entourages, and attitudes. Breaking news. The Duchess of Scarborough's prized pet cat, Sprankles, has passed away at the age of 43. A representative from the Small Rodent and Budgie Coalition shared their condolences, then immediately scampered around without reserve. Breaking news. The Sprawl will be host to a Goblin Ball match today between our Sprawl Brawlers and the opposing Kaladar Lightning at the Goblin Ball Arena. breaking news. That was my last piece of breaking news. Keep tuning in for all your Sprawl news updates. We now return to our regularly scheduled radio silence.
Ah, thank you. My favorite part. Love me some radio silence.
Breaking news? My butt. Oh look, another note.
Lil, I'm running off for an errand for Lieutenant Stryker today. Apparently she needs me to time how long it takes to run around the entire circumference of the sprawl. Really shouldn't have competed in that hot dog eating contest last night. Do me a favor and go down to the Goblin Ball Arena and place a bet of 30 gold for me after work. There's an extra $5 just for you.
You didn't tell me which team to bet on, but my chances can't be any worse than his usually are.
Alright, time for another day at work. Warlwit. Expect the arrival of Crown Prince Phineas of Petrard and Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. Don't let your guard down, but do not delay them unnecessarily. Ash. Today is the Goblin Ball Tri-Goblin Cup semi-final between our beloved Sprawl Brawlers and the Calador Lightning, the bastards. Ash. There has been a BS report, Bank of Sprawl, regarding a number of unusual transactions involving sports betting. A reminder to the Guard Force, city officials are forbidden to participate in gray market sports betting. Stryker. The guards are hearing talk of increased smuggling. Be vigilant. Watch out for anything that could have a secret compartment. Trust no one. Deploy the truth spray if necessary. Alright. Nice. Oh, wow.
Yes, it is I, little one, heir to the throne of Petrard, here before you in the flesh. Please, no need to bow or genuflect. No need to avert your eyes, no. For though I am a crowned prince of the realm, I am a humble man, one of the people, no better even than you, tiny gatekeeper.
Oh. Petrard is pompous, preening priggish Prince Phineas. Price $6. Well, that certainly looks like him.
You'll be glad to know that the opening ceremonies of our newest royal sulfur mine were a complete success.
It's good to hear.
Only 4 deaths, which is far fewer than the last.
Very nice.
No matter, we look forward in Petrard. No sense crying over spilt. Well, there it is.
No, indeed. Why, those pathetic working-class miners, best thing they could do is die anyway. Stop taking all that oxygen.
Oh, my thoughts exactly.
God, barf.
What a guy.
I've heard tell that the barbaric warmonger Praetor Kargan is my chief rival for the hand of your fair princess. Can't even find decent competition these days. The Marvog are a loathsome bunch of butchers, killing each other over the tiniest infractions.
I can't wait for it to just turn out like neither of them are actually into Desdemona, and so this guy and Kargan just get together instead.
Bump into someone in the
I'ma
checkout
ship
line,
it.
trial by combat. Accidentally sneeze on a sacred heirloom, trial by combat. Worst vacation of my life.
Why, how dare they not appreciate you doing them the honor of blowing your nose on their most precious and sacred heirlooms?
You are indeed wise beyond your years, gatekeeper. Oh, those Marvog should have thanked me for gifting them my royal mucus.
Gross.
God, double barf.
I mean, like, would I even... Pretty sure you're supposed to use, like, one of these items just to... You know... Get the 4 stars. Can't think of which one I would want to use.
Oh, for goodness sake, let's get on with it! Do I really need to announce myself all over again? Who do you think you are, peasant, to hold up the likes of me? I am off to marry, and in doing so create the most powerful union this world has ever known! The sooner you realize your place, the better.
Lordy, lordy, I do apologize for wasting your oh so precious time. I just got so dizzy when you arrived, I almost swooned myself right out of my guard post I did.
Yes, I have that effect on most. I brought this bottle as a gift for the princess. You know, something to break the ice. But I want you to have it. Something to remember me by.
Alright, sit.
God, triple barf. You hear that? Triple barf.
Man just handed alcohol to a kid. You're in.
And with that, it is off to face the princess and destiny. Before I go, can you spot me a $5? I'm afraid I left my wallet in my other pants.
Really? Really, buddy? Are you for real? No.
Is it that you don't have the money, or that you don't want to lend it to me?
Don't wanna.
Oh, smart-ass ticket taker. When I'm king, I'll remember this.
In addition to admitting the prince, you, a 12-year-old girl, confiscated an extremely high-quality bottle of Petrardian Fizzy. I didn't even mean to.
Good day. I traveled up here with the convoy what was bringing Prince Phineas to the sprawl.
Hello?
I'm not staying long. Just need a place for tonight before I head back to Petrard.
So you have that, buddy.
I was hired to come along with the convoy in case anything broke down on the way, in case repairs were needed on any of the equipment or transport. The prince doesn't exactly travel light. 3 carriages of wardrobe changes alone. To be honest, I don't get to the sprawl often. Too many mages around these parts for my liking.
I'm sure they were glad to have you as a personal insurance policy.
I don't know if I'd go that far. If they didn't absolutely need to hire someone to make sure the prince was here bright and early, they surely would not have. Wouldn't spend a penny on their dying aunt, the Pomp family.
Oh.
If I could have afforded to stay home, I would have. But they made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so to speak.
Was it a threat? A horse's head in your bed?
Nope, just a big heaping pile of money. The king and queen are desperate for the prince to secure the hand of Princess Desdemona.
Oh.
The future prosperity of Petrard depends on it. To be frank, the whole kingdom is flat broke. This is their only chance to marry rich.
I guess that explains the big deal everyone's making out of this whole let's marry the princess off thing. Shouldn't she have some kind of say in the matter?
Now that is something seriously worth considering.
Again, I'm hoping that she rejects both of them, and then the two suitors get together with one another, and then they're probably gonna invade us. Like, but I mean, what can go wrong, right? Yeah, buddy, I've been eyeing up that thing right there. I'm gonna need to take a look at it.
That toolkit was handed down to me by my great aunt Gildy, one of the finest restorers of beauty this world has ever known. A kit like this in the right hands, and there's nothing you can't do.
I think you'd know what to do with these better than I would.
I appreciate it, especially coming from a fellow tool enthusiast.
Oh yeah.
Tool enthusiast?
You got your own awesome toolkit there, and I bet you love using it as much as I do mine.
Yeah,
Tell
it's
you
pretty
what,
cool.
if there's anything you need fixing, I'd be happy to take a look for you.
Hell yeah.
As a matter of fact, the jukebox at the Twisted Sisters Tavern has been on the fritz for ages now.
Oddly enough, fixing fritzy jukeboxes is my specialty. I'll go there straight away and you'll be boogieing before you can sing a chorus of Hey Nani Nani.
Hell yeah.
I don't understand what any of that meant, but great.
Alright, buddy, you going in.
I thank you for this respite for the evening. I'm certainly glad I don't have to head all the way back to Petrard tonight. By the way, do you know of a good inn nearby?
Twisted Sisters.
No better place than the Twisted Sisters Tavern. Not a classic beauty, but she'll get you where you need to go.
My kind of establishment. I'll see you there.
Hell yeah. You tool enthusiasts need to stick together, my brother in tools. Let's fucking go.
Sprankles!
A small group of black-clad folk approach the shed, weeping and moaning.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo.
Oh, Sprankles.
Weep, weep, weep.
What's going on
We
here?
are returning from the funeral services for Sprankles.
I see.
Oh, no! Boo!
The service was held in the Duchy of Scarborough, but the, remains are being interred at St. Euphigenia's Pet Cemetery here in the Sprawl.
Sprankles loved visiting her friends at St. Euphigenia's.
Alright.
I'm
Sure.
so sorry for your loss.
We do not have a pet cemetery suitable for such an entry in the Duchy of Scarborough.
What exactly is a duchy?
It is a parcel of land under the purview of a duke or duchess. Scarborough is the duchy controlled by Her Grace, the Duchess of Scarborough.
Present?
And it is a far nicer duchy than some, for instance, the Duchy of Caladar.
Oh, Caladar! What a dump!
I see.
Were all of you, friends of Sprankles the cat?
Well, you know.
Friend is a strong word.
Acquaintance, more like. Sprankles was loved by the entire Duchy of Scarborough. All of my loyal serfs were ever so fond of her. The way she purred her delight when she was scratched. The dignity with which she covered her litter. A thoroughbred in every sense of the word.
Yes, what she said.
I trust that.
I'm sure that the void left by Sprankles will be impossible to fill.
I sense in you a kindred spirit, my dear. I want you to have this. It is my darling Sprankle's first place ribbon in last year's Interduchy Cat Show.
Thank you. I guess.
I don't know what to say.
Do I X-ray that? I only got one more left. How far? We still have 3 people after this. I think I can trust them.
All right, one by one, each of you tell me your favorite thing about Sprankles. Go.
She was, furry.
She had Monty's cake at her funeral. She was my employer's pet.
Everything! She has a very large body cavity. I mean, I was going to say furry. Can I still use that as my answer?
Yeah.
Well, that all checks out. Furry, large body cavity, and Monty's does have delicious soup.
Today it was carrot ginger.
Hell yeah.
Sprankles simply loved ginger.
What a curious cat.
Well, I'm gonna let you in.
All right, have fun burying your cat.
We shall.
Sprankles will be so happy at St. Euphogenias. I just know it. Thank you, my dear. Sprankles thanks you.
I have a feeling that all of these people around her are using the cat's body to smuggle something into the city.
Oh, good.
You're right to assume the Duchess's story was legit, but maybe she wasn't the one with something to hide. Hello.
Phew, I made it. Listen, I gotta get in there. The whole team came through a while ago, and the game is about to start. We all good?
And you are?
You're kidding, right? Come on, I'm Saruna Goodfoot, the Star Troll Goblin Ball player for the Kaladar Lightning. I don't have time for games right now. I gotta get to the stadium and win us a game.
Okay.
Come on, the big Goblin Ball game starts in 30 minutes. My stupid personal driver had to take a detour to get here. What more do you want me to say?
I know what you mean. Personal drivers can really be an inconvenience sometimes.
Oh, you have your own personal driver?
No, and that's what's so inconvenient about it.
Can we move this along? I'm the starting thrower and the team needs me to wipe the floor with those pathetic sprawl brawlers. They're such a horrible team. I bet we could win even without my lucky second sweatband.
What lucky second sweatband?
This lucky second sweatband.
Now
hey,
I know who to
you
bet.
can't take that. I needed to win the big game today.
Don't worry, I'm a guardsman.
I have to take it. It's evidence.
Evidence? What are you talking about?
Evidence that you don't need some lousy sweatband to win a game. You just need to believe in yourself.
Huh. I never thought about it like that before.
Yes, I didn't just steal your luck, you're fine. You got a sweatband belonging to the star thrower of the Calidor Lightning, Saruna Goodfoot. This will fetch a high price for a particular type of buyer. Those buyers are known as degenerates.
Kid, you took my lucky second sweatband. I got nothing more to say to you. What's it gonna be?
Well, go on in. I don't see any reason to not let you in.
Thanks. Now to wipe the floor with those lousy Sprawl Brawlers.
I'm gonna bet all my money on the Sprawl
When you
Brawlers.
hear the crowd cheering my name, you'll know it's for me.
Well, duh.
That is true. They would just be saying your name. You admitted the star player of the Calidor Lightning, but without her lucky second sweatband, it's anyone's game. Yep. Here we go, baby.
Greetings! I am Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. I believe you met my envoy, the angry warrior with the head in the bag. She would have come by this gate to announce my arrival. I demand you let me pass immediately. Quapla.
The ruler of the ruler of Margov. Floppy hair. Missing the golden pauldrons, though. And the dress. It's the wrong color.
Why do you pester me with questions? I am a very important royal figure, and I must enter your city to meet your princess and marry her. Now let me be gone, child. Quack black.
Just a few more routine procedures. You understand.
Please hurry. I do not like to be kept waiting.
Your envoy said you had a message for the princess? What was that message again?
My message? Oh, it's Iki Bok Choi Flanagan Mok Tok. It means together we shall be married.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Quaplorm.
Quaplorm.
How long did it take you to learn a second language?
Not that long. It wasn't hard to learn Marvagian. I mean, this language we're currently speaking.
Something about you isn't adding up here. I remember I have your picture. Maybe if I go and get it, I can...
My picture? There is no need for that. I promise you I am the real Praetor Kargan, straight from Marvog, fresh out of the ballet. If you don't let me in, I'll be forced to send my scary envoy with all the knives after you.
She and I got along great.
Oh, okay then. If you don't let me in, you'll never see her again. Her or her head in a bag. Crab cakes!
Not the crab cakes.
What good is a praetor's promise to a little girl like me?
Fine. If you let me in, I'll give you candy.
And now you're trying to bribe me. Not really the dignified behavior you'd expect from a praetor.
Reject.
But I am the prattler!
The phone is ringing. Hello.
What on earth are you doing? Since when are you exercising independent thought? I don't care what your opinion of them is. If they're the real Praetor Kargan, then let them through at once. Is that clear?
I mean, she wasn't the real one.
You've made a powerful enemy today, little girl. You'll soon feel the wrath of an entire empire. Quaplort and goodbye.
Goodbye. You saw through the old fake Praetor routine from a mile away. Who does she think you are? Someone who can't see the old through the old fake Praetor routine? Psh, amateur. Ah, now this one's definitely
Little
fake.
warrior, I am weary after a long journey, and I am not used to being made to wait in a lineup. Let me pass on my way. I must rest before I meet your princess in order to win her hand and bring honor to my people.
This seems more legit. This may seem like a strange request, but would you mind saying your famous battle cry for me?
You mean Kapla?
That's the one.
I would hope that my stunning war cry is sufficient to being granted entry immediately.
Yeah, fuck it. Go. Sure. That phone call also told me to let you in
And
immediately.
thus I truly begin my quest to marry Princess Desdemona and bring a generation of prosperity to the Marvog Empire. You, little warrior, will have a footnote in history for this encounter. For victory. For Marvog. Kapla!
After the impossible, it was very clear this visiting dignitary was on the level. Exemplary job granting the immediate entry. No one could accuse you of unnecessarily delaying anyone. That's me. Aw, yeah. Let's fucking go. Blue. Triple bar. Got so many different places to go to. Alright, first of all, we gotta do the bet. Gonna go all in on the brawlers, baby. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for coming to my booth today. I'm here taking a poll on what the new name for the stadium should be.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong with the Goblin Ball Stadium?
It's a little on the nose. The owners want a little more pizzazz in the title, and you don't get pizzazz without taking polls, or poll-zazz as I call it. Care to give your opinion?
Actually, I've really got to be...
Great. What one word would you use to describe Goblin Ball?
Exciting.
Perfect. And the stadium? You would say it's,
Coliseum.
Excellent. And finally, you come to the stadium mostly for...
Sports?
Okay, that is super. Your input will be tallied with the others. Thank you very much for your time today.
Choice will have an effect on the sprawl? How? Popcorn, dude. You got another hat.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Yes. I mean, at least it matches your outfit. So it's better than the last one.
Concessions, come and get them. We got it all. T-shirts, hats, food, drink, illegal gambling, commemorative foam fingers. You there. What can I get for you today?
Legal gambling,
Did you say
please.
illegal gambling?
I sure did. You interested?
I would like one illegal gambling.
I'm 12.
Hey, it's illegal anyways. What's the difference? You want to bet on who's going to win the big game?
Yes.
I can't be any worse at this than my dad, so sure, why not?
It's a 50-50 chance.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about?
Sprawl Brawlers.
The home team hasn't been doing too well at home lately. A lot of people are still angry at him after that game with the foul and the points got reinstated. They're more of an away team, but they're a shoo-in to win today. If the other team didn't have that ringer Saruna Goodfoot playing for them. You sure you want to bet on them?
Yes.
How much you looking to gamble?
Max. Are you sure? Yes.
All right, kid. Your bet is in.
Lucky.
Good luck.
Second headband. This is a shoo-in.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
After one of the most chaotic third quarters I've ever seen, complete with the rare capture of the golden mongoose, this is still anybody's
They
game.
got the golden mongoose.
But look, Kaladar's star player Saruna Goodfoot has taken possession of the wagon wheel.
Uh-oh.
My producer is just telling me she isn't wearing her signature lucky second sweatband. Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
She's running, and she hurls the wagon wheel, and it misses the flaming gates by a long shot. What an upset. That's the game, folks. A stunning victory for the hometown heroes. What a
Let's
great day
go.
of Goblin Ball.
Lucky guess, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Fucking go.
Come
Wait.
back next time for all your illegal...
You're Fredo. Got it.
Thank you for your input.
Right. Now we get the dwarf to oh hey, we got that.
This place has been a little quiet lately. If only we had a few more dwarven customers come through here. They can fix anything. Ah, well, back to listening to the gentle scurrying of the rat, the tiddling of Emma in the kitchen. Ah, well, back to listening to...
I did it. I quit my job as lackey to that awful man. And when I mentioned it to someone at the bus stop, they gave me a sock. And I have no idea why. Just one sock, not even the pair. What am I supposed to do with one sock? Oh, I made a terrible mistake.
I don't know what that means. Hey, man.
If it isn't my little gate guard friend. Of all the taverns in all the towns in all the world.
Yeah. Hello again, Mr. Dwarf.
This jukebox doesn't work.
Yeah, it's been broken for ages.
Looks like the cables have been chewed right through.
Must have been the rats.
Yuck. Rats?
Natural erosion, not a classic beauty.
I mean, natural erosion.
Natural erosion my left foot. Anyway, I can fix that for you.
That would be wonderful.
For a price.
Crap. Okay, how much are we talking about here?
15 gold should do it.
Oh, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
All right, it's a deal.
Beauty. See, that's the wonderful thing about knowing how to fix things. Never goes out of style. Not like those bloody mages.
How long is this gonna take?
Listen, lady. Patience is a virtue.
We got some jams now.
There you go. That should give the old girl a few more years.
Thanks, Mr. Dwarf.
Don't mention it. Now, leave me to enjoy my ale.
Okay.
Now that's better.
Guardsman theme. Malcolm's Airbnb. You failed. You're dead. Get out. See if garbage got anything cool for us.
Well, if it isn't my favorite pint-sized Lil Guardsman Lil, you just missed the guards from down at the East Gate. They almost cleaned me out. But I promise I saved a few goodies just in case you happened by.
Congratulations, Garby.
Gee, thanks. Take a look.
Alright. Let's get the troop spray. Ordered by his mumsy. I mean, I suppose I probably no longer need these two. I've got 5 crystals. I wonder if I'm ever gonna actually, like, eat these inventory items. Right.
I think I've done everything I...
Yep. Get the heck. Upon entering the sprawl, Prince Phineas presented himself at court to the princess, but because you didn't lend him a fiver, he was not able to double it in a game of beer pong at the Basilisk Club, which he could have then tripled participating in the Leaky Downspouts arm wrestling tournament. Maybe it's for the best. Dwarven Tinkerer left his interaction with Lil the Guardsman with a spring in his step. The connection you made in a time of increasing intolerance towards non-humes made him think that perhaps rumors of bigotry in the sprawl had been greatly exaggerated. Unfortunately, just before heading up to bed in his room at the inn, he took in the night air and chanced upon a group of young men leaving the social club for the Sons of Nobles clubhouse. When sockets, just off yourself. Okay, best time in chat. I see. They would overpower him and stuff him into a garbage can. He was found the next morning without his recently discovered faith in humanity. Oh no. The Duchess of Scarborough, her valet, and their entourage made it to St. Euphigenia's just in time for the solemn event of Sprankle's funeral. There was not a dry eye in the house, nor a dry crotch when it came to the cats in attendance who commemorated the event by cleaning themselves through the Duchess's moving eulogy. Unbeknownst to the Duchess, there was a narcotics smuggler concealed amongst her mourners who ended up successfully bringing narcotics-grade pixie dust into the sprawl. Following the funeral, he met his contact on the inside, and the two partied late in the night, sampling the fruits of their labor. Don't they know? You never test your own product. After the Goblin Ball game, Serena had to face the scorn of her disappointed coach and teammates. But only for about 30 seconds, as she was the only troll on the team and dwarfed the other players, who were all rightly terrified of her. She went to practice the next day, inspired to live up to her personal best, even without her second lucky sweatband. The fake praetor that you very wisely turned away took their shtick on the road, and was eventually picked up by the Margov authorities for impersonating their beloved praetor. She was later sentenced to perform in the next ballet, lovingly called the Nutcracker. Oh no. Because she was admitted at the gate without any hindrance whatsoever, the praetor had a few extra minutes on her hands before she needed to present herself at the palace. She had just the best time. She met a good dog, who she patted. She kicked a football around with a couple of only slightly filthy ragamuffins on the Westphalian Green. She made an extremely clean cut as she dismembered the left arm of a mugger who attempted to take her coin purse. All in all, it was one of the most relaxing afternoons in recent memory for her, and she was refreshed and rejuvenated by the time she made it to court, where she dazzled those in attendance. Guardsman, I would like to report a crime. There is an active cuter on Twitch named ThatWriterUKnow. Lock him up. But I see that the active cuter also has an
For
accomplice.
all your hard-hitting, high-octane extreme sports highlights and recaps, you're listening to the #1 sports station in the sprawl. Now here's Gabbin' 'bout Goblin Ball with your hosts Rhonda and Peg.
Oh, Rhonda, what about the outcome of last night's game, the Brawlers and the Lightning?
Oh, Peg, you don't want to get me started on that.
But I do.
Needs a head pat redeemed.
First, the big news. They finally decided on the new name for the Goblin Ball Stadium.
After months of in-person and in-creature polling, the most popular name as voted by the Sprawl appears to be the exciting Coliseum for Sports.
What a name.
I hate it.
We're split down the middle. Let us know what you think by calling the station at 555-21.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an urgent announcement.
What?
It has just been reported that Princess Desdemona, the sole heir of late King Oswin and sovereign successor to the throne, has been reported missing early this morning. In the wake of her mysterious disappearance, the Guard Corps and City Council are scrambling to maintain order over the city. All other radio programs have been canceled until further notice. I'm Manuel Mentiroso, waiting quietly by the microphone for any new information.
She ran away. She didn't want to get married, didn't she? Calling it now.
That Rhonda and Peg sure do know their Goblin Ball. And I hope the princess is all right.
I'm sure she'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen?
Whoa, someone's in a rush. Where are you headed to, my little rocket?
Sorry, sir, can't talk. Gotta go down to the guard shed to work for my... Wait a minute. Dad? What are you doing here? I thought you'd be running errands for Stryker or Malcolm or whoever. Do you have the day off?
I wish. Since Princess Desdemona went missing, Councilwoman Ash is really cracking the whip. She's got me pulling double duty, doing her little odd jobs and tasks. She's acting like she runs the place.
Then what are you doing here?
I missed you. I guess I just wanted to come check in.
Don't worry. Nobody knows that your daughter is covering for you at work.
It's not about that. I mean, that's great and all, but are you holding up okay?
I'm fine.
Really? Are you sure? Because I could...
No, that's okay. I think I got it.
Even the times when you...
Yeah, those parts too.
Oh, okay.
You're just saying all this because the princess is missing and you're feeling all sentimental.
All right, I'll stop. I'm just happy to see you're here.
Not for long. I'm due down at the shed.
And I'm off to take down any goblin-friendly signage and pro-non-human literature across the sprawl. Not sure why, but then again, mine is not to ask, just to do as I'm told.
We are so alike in so many ways.
So long. See you at the tavern if I get off in time.
See you, Dad.
Aw. Oh.
Attention!
Hi.
Oh god, is this it? Did I pull a real Randy and mess up so badly you had to come down here yourself and fire me?
Soldier, it's nothing like that. You did not pull a Randy.
Thank God.
I'm here to personally approve the upgrade of the Wicked 3000. With the princess missing and between you and me, the council's increased paranoia, the jail lever has been reinstated. You can get back in your chair now.
Another lever means more work for me. Does that mean I get a pay raise?
That's hilarious. Seriously funny stuff. No, but now instead of determining who should enter or be denied from the sprawl, you also must correctly identify criminal threats and jail them. Any questions?
Oh, you mean like the fucking lady that throws fucking Molotov cocktails if you make her angry? How?
How will I figure out who to deny and who to jail?
Let's use a real-life example. Someone you've seen already. This criminal is best known for burning down orphanages full of sleeping children. What do you do?
This one.
Good work, soldier. Just denying her would not protect the surrounding villages. And what's to stop her from going to the next gate and getting lucky with a guard like Randy?
Welcome her in.
That's all I have to say about that. Any further questions?
Yes, personal.
Well, I've got you. Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Well, I grew up a military brat. My father was a general for the princess's grandfather, King Artemis. Wait, why am I telling you this?
Because I asked.
You received your briefing, now do your duty.
Who are the orphans gonna tell? Their parents? That's probably exactly what Chloe said. Who was the arsonist?
And just when I thought we were bonding.
Oh. Alright, what are the royal decrees? Due to the sudden unexplained absence of the princess, visitors should be thoroughly vetted and questioned. And don't be afraid to use that delicious new jail lever, Striker. The city's morale has hit an all-time low today. Anyone from the entertainment sector should be bumped to the front of the line. We are instituting a severe cutback of non-human entrance to the sprawl. Secondhand intelligence suggests that a goblin was behind the princess's disappearance. Therefore, we are issuing a blanket no goblins allowed policy this week. In fact, I'll pay 12 gold for every goblin I see in the dungeon by the end of your shift. Ash, oh my gosh, she's racist. Be on the lookout for would-be heroes and vigilantes wanting to offer their assistance in search and rescue efforts for the princess. The High Council of the Sprawl have their own plan to ensure the princess's safe return. This princess thing. People are going nuts. Have you heard about that crazy no goblins allowed policy? Let's dial that back to a more comfortable one goblin allowed. At the very least, it'll bug Councilwoman Ash. Welcome. Alright, we gotta let one goblin in. And before all of them are just gonna be goblins. Ooh, I got a lot of these. Alright. There we go. Alright. Fully powered. Yeah. How you doing, Bliss? That's a goblin.
Hello there. My name is Buttface. I am a farmer from Firewall Canyon, a quaint little town just on the other side of the sprawl.
Hi. You have a different art style.
I am coming into town today to sell produce I have grown with my own two hands from land that was left to me by my great goblin uncle in his will.
Mm-hmm.
His dying wish was that I restore the family farm to its former glory. At least, I think that is what it says. He did not have the best handwriting.
Sorry. Did you say your name was Budface?
Yes, I did. It is certainly not what I would have chosen to fill 8 characters. I would have liked Spencer 1 or even Quincy Hart. But you cannot choose your own name, am I right?
Could. Doing well, hoping to play GTFO tonight, but Moosey's sleepy, so I could go either way. But yeah, that's on sale. Alright, Buttface.
Gotta expand and sell my produce in new markets. The old farm has not been doing too well as of late. I am afraid I have put my priorities into other areas, like foraging and fishing. I am quite horrible at growing vegetables, but I am your goblin if you need someone to gather pine cones.
Yeah, for another 18 hours, if you'd like to join us.
There's no way you could be a disappointment to your great goblin uncle. Not with a name like Buttface.
I lied, it was 15 hours? Can't believe you lied to me. Bam! Not gonna ban you.
Sadly, he never knew my name. He died before it was inputted by an unknowable entity.
Awkward pause.
But just look at this rice I grew. Please take it. No one would buy it from me anyway.
Alright. Glad I made the right choice there. Got a bag of low quality rice. Yeah. I suppose it is low quality.
Aside from farming, I often fill my time talking and giving gifts to the townsfolk and other strangers I meet. Like I did with you on the bag of rice. This helps me gain favor and friendships, with the eventual goal of falling in love and getting married. I have not been successful at it yet.
Oof.
I do not think anyone likes the gifts I have given them.
That's sad.
I don't think you're gonna find a bride by giving out lame bags of rice.
Would you prefer a pine cone?
No.
Also, I'm 12.
On some days, I go on adventure in the caves. The caves that are filled with monsters and ghosts and bugs and bats and all sorts of scary things. I hate going in there, but everybody says it is necessary. I do not think it is necessary. I think it is terrifying. Please do not make me go in there again. You cannot make me.
Maybe you're just being a chicken and the caves aren't that bad at all.
Then
I'm just
try going
gaslighting
in there,
this
level after
goblin.
level, and see how you like it.
I'd love to, but I'm stuck here working the gate.
Alright, I'm mandated by the state to not let goblins in, except for one. I'm going to just trust that there's more goblins.
Sorry, I'm under strict rules not to let in goblins today. Access denied.
This is an outrage. Where will I sell my low-quality crops now? Everyone in Fireball Canyon is sick of them. I do not eat them myself, they do not look the best. And everyone at home literally gets sick from them. Any chance I could bribe you with some kale and celery?
I think I'm better off without it.
Sorry, Great Goblin Uncle Jerry. Looks like the family farm will have to make way for another condominium.
Oh no. She's gonna get gentrified. You turned away a puny pixelated produce pusher on No Goblin Day. Good job. Institutional racism.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the great magician! Alakazoo, Alakazee! And I appear! Thank you! Thank you!
Hello.
Wait a second, this doesn't look like a little kid's birthday party. Oh wait, there's one! Excuse me, are you Becky Schneiderman?
No.
Is this your birthday party?
I'm sitting in a hot shed all alone. Which, isn't actually as bad as some of the birthdays I've had.
Then I'm in the right spot. Can't believe I found my way here, especially without my glasses.
You don't have glasses?
So, Becky the birthday girl, sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by me, the Edward the Great.
Hello, Moosey.
Wait, but I'm not. Actually, I want to see where this is going.
Now, for my first trick, please pick a number between 1 and 7.
6. Oh shit, that's actually one of the 6.
Was the number that you're thinking of the number 6?
Wow. How'd he know?
It was. That's incredible.
How goes being small? We're saving the goddamn country. We're denying entries to so many people, which is actually not true. I've mostly been admitting people. I'll admit. Mostly been letting them in. Let some smugglers in. They sold some drugs. How you doing, Moosey?
No, Becky, it's the Great.
Imagine needing glasses. What would you use to detect glasses? An X-ray? If he has them on his person? Oh. 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 Glasses are...
So that's where Mr. Fluffy Bunny went. Guess I won't be getting the deposit back after all.
There's a pair of glasses in your boot.
My boot? My glasses! You helped me find them! Thank you, thank you, thank you, little girl!
You're welcome, buddy.
Tell you what, on your next birthday, I'll perform for free!
Oh, hell yeah.
That's... Don't worry about it. This has been great, Eddie, but I gotta come clean. I'm not Becky Schnauzenhoder or whatever. My name is Lil, and this is a guard shed, and you haven't even made it into the city yet.
What? Oh, rats. Come on, the Edward, get it together. This is all because I couldn't see where I was trying to get to. Now I'm going to be super late for this kid's party.
I'm eepy but good. Take a nap. Take a nappy.
I don't think Becky would mind if you showed up late. Or not at all.
Bit more harsh than I was expecting that to be.
But then I won't get my 40 gold and slice of birthday cake.
I mean, gotta get this man his cake. Go for it.
Ever since I pulled a bouquet of flowers from my parents' garden shop out of my sleeve, I knew I wanted to be a magician. And you're making this dream come true for me.
Is this your first job as a musician?
And now that I have my glasses, I should be able to find my way to the party no problem. Alakazoo, Alakazee, my magic career is saved!
Can't nap, silly. It's almost 8. Why does that mean you can't nap? This magician had a booking to get to, and you could see that the sprawl needs joy at a time like this, and he could see because you found its glasses. Good work.
Hello!
That is 100% 2 goblins in a trench coat.
Hi.
Hello. We would like to enter. I would like to enter the sprawl, please.
Mm-hmm.
And you are...
Magnus the Magnificent, renowned member of the Mages Guild. Surely you have heard of me.
Yes, the Magies. My favorite guild.
What business do you have in town today, Magnus?
At the Great Library, there is an incantation in Sir...
Yeah?
Bartholomew Inglebrook.
Because then my sleep schedule would die, and I am a morning shift person at work, so it would hurt when I go back to work on Wednesday. My immediate thought. I see.
Bartholomew Engelbrook's third treatise on the,
Lunar implications.
Lunar implications for plant magic that becomes legible but twice a year. I must see it with my own eyes.
This thing you're trying to do, it's not working.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Is there any way we could move this along? My legs are very sore from standing here.
Your legs are sore?
Yes, my legs. My regular, non-talking legs.
Okay, fellas, you can give it up.
I'm sure I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh, belt up. She knows.
You got us. We're goblins through and through. We're meeting up with a couple other gobbos to talk about what's going on in this city for folks like us.
What does that mean? The princess goes missing, and all of a sudden there's a no-goblin order in the sprawl? What's that about? Maybe a goblin kidnapped the princess? I'd like to see the proof of that.
Does it matter which one I click now?
Needless to say, goblins are getting some especially unfair treatment all of a sudden, and there's this group called the Goblin Liberation Army that's putting down roots in the city.
Don't tell her, we'll get in trouble.
It's okay, Gary. Look, kid, if you let us in, I'll give you the address and the password so you can come see for yourself tonight. A secret password for a liberation army? What if I don't believe you?
Are you kidding me? We put our asses on the line telling you all that. I can't believe these humans.
Julian, calm down. Here, come to the meeting. It'll really open your eyes to what's going on. Just let us in and you can see for yourself.
Sounds like they're plotting against the state. And besides, I'm only supposed to let one goblin in. I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna get punished for letting 2 rebel goblins in on No Goblin Day. It's straight to jail for you.
Oh no, please don't do this. We just wanted to see some friends. You're blowing this way out of proportion.
Forget it, Gary. We're just a couple goblins in a human world.
We're sorry. We're sorry. Oh, we're boned.
Received 24 gold for sending a pair of goblins to prison. You made the harsh and unpopular decision to toe the company line and throw 2 would-be rebels in jail. Ash is very proud of you. Next goblin I see is getting in.
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here to your doors. What a sweet fortune have in store for me today? That I do not know. But it's a hell of a ride, let me tell you.
This man, what are you cooking? Oh.
I call this particular blend Peace Blossom, bringing joy and mirth wherever she goes. Medicinal, of course.
Of course, of course. No drugs, please.
I understand completely. You have a job to do and you're doing it. I hope you let that peace blossom spread and blow its beautiful bounty across the sprawl.
He's so chill. Hangs with the wizard beer guy. I like this guy.
I'm just gonna put it
Stoner
in this
wizard.
contraband box here.
Yeah, man, that's cool too.
He's so chill.
Where have you journeyed here from?
You really want to know?
It's from across this. Yeah, tell me.
Oh, I've been around for a spell, always on the move. From the mountains north of Petrard, the great desert in the south of Marvog, along the crystal shores of Lake Inez, past the dread Castle Caladar, and the quaint farmlands of Fireball Canyon. I've wandered through all of these many, many times, but for my money, there's no place like the sprawl. People everywhere you look leading their busy lives. Every once in a while, stop to take in how beautiful it all is. You can't buy that, little sister.
Yeah, man.
You seem like a very easygoing dude.
Well,
So are the
my little
medicinals.
dudette, life's been pretty good to me. Not as if someone peed on my rug.
Is that a common expression?
It is where I come from.
Okay.
Word on the street is Princess Desdemona has disappeared. Some say kidnapped, some say run away.
I'm gonna say run away.
I think she ran away.
Whatever did happen, it has truly bummed me out. I've got more to say if you've got the ears to listen.
Yeah, sure.
Princess Desdemona is the living legacy of the great peace brought by her late father, King Oswin. And already the fires of war are being fanned on all sides.
Do you really think war is on the horizon?
Oh, yes. But then again, what do I know? Just an old wizard wandering from town to town looking for a little bit of joy to put in my pocket.
But everyone I've met seems so happy.
You remind me of a younger version of myself, little sister. Maybe cooler heads will prevail, but history doesn't have many examples of that.
That's true.
There's a lot of pressure to fill the void left by the death of King Oswin. Just keep your eyes open is all I'm saying.
Will do, brother. All right, I'm letting you in. You're chill.
I'm a leaf in the wind, little sister, and you are a gentle breeze guiding me along my way.
All right.
And there it is. I've reached my limit with you.
Right you are. Hasta la vista, baby.
See you. You saw he was holding and purloined his stash. I'm sure it'll make its way to the right authorities, right? Right? Oh, yeah, totally. Definitely. Oh, hey.
Lil, you've got to close down the shed for the day and come with me immediately.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
By now you've heard that Princess Desdemona has disappeared, right?
Yes.
Good. Any other week the royal advisors might have given her a day or two before sounding the alarm. But with the mucky mucks from Petrard and Marvog in town, we have to get her back before things around here get any worse.
I hope nothing bad happened to her, but what does any of this have to do with me?
I asked my boss the same thing. In fact, I said, why the hell would they need that piece of... You know, that's not important now. Do what you have to do to close up shop here, and then you're coming downtown to the city council chambers with me.
Okay. Hey! Due to your exceptional job performance, you were paid 30 goldfish. Excellent. Found away a puny pixelated produce seller. Score. I didn't let a singular goblin in though. Feel bad about that. I got a bleep blue. I don't know what it was. Oh, this is...
Hello? Is anyone there? Can somebody tell me why I've been summoned?
Lilith, guardian of the southern gate, step forward into the light.
Just gonna... I guess can't walk past. Am I about to be inquisited?
What is this? Who are you? Can somebody please tell me what exactly is going on here?
Lil, you have been chosen to play the hit game that's sweeping the sprawl. That's right, it's time for... So You Think You Can Save a Princess!
Uh-huh.
What the hell is going on?
That's right, Lil. Today you're getting the chance to send one of these lucky adventurers on the escapade of a lifetime to search for and rescue your beloved Princess Desdemona.
I didn't ask to do this.
And let's find out who those lucky adventurers are.
Okay, looks like we got a barbarian, probably a bard, and a ranger?
Adventurer number 1 is a hard-headed, go-getting warrior from the desert plains of the alluring Marvog Empire. Please welcome Neil Warkiller! Adventurer number 2 is a nomad by nature, mage by profession, who likes the rain and getting caught in a pina colada. It's Articulous Flamehands!
Oh, hey, it's the, 3 people up there.
And finally, adventurer number 3. You might recognize this thief from their wanted poster. Wanted dead or alive for looking so darn good. Let's hear it for Perry Shoutson!
I still don't fully understand what's happening.
And no heroic voyager would be complete without a shadowy figure pulling the strings from the darkness.
Uh-huh.
So let's welcome our sponsors, Lieutenant Stryker, Councilwoman Ash, and Court Jester Malcolm.
I'm rooting for you. Might makes right.
Yippee. Focus and the day will be ours. Information is power.
Aim for the knees and bite, bite, bite!
Now, Lil, you're going to get the chance to ask these adventurers a series of questions to determine their suitability for this quest.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the 3rd round, you choose the winner of the grand prize, being sent on a perilous mission to save the princess, a few guaranteed brushes with death, and...
Yeah?
A coupon for an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's, home of the soup.
Yo!
Dad does love Monty's. Let's do this.
Yo, we gotta get that coupon. Round 1. Fight!
All right, Lil, what would you like to ask our trio of intrepid would-be heroes?
Give me your origin story.
Where do you come from?
And who would you like to ask?
I was born on the battlefield with a sword in both hands.
I was kind of really
slaughtered 12 enemies that day. My mother was so proud. I was disappointed.
I was kind of really hoping he would just have like a super, like, I was born on the battlefield kind of voice, you know? Every living thing pushed into the right fight. Fight it out to wow the crowd, yep. It was born on the battlefield.
If I had really applied myself, I think I could have killed at least 2 more.
Ah.
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
Harry? Give me your
Born
lore.
in shadows, deep in the caves below the mining city of Mosh on the outskirts of Petrard. I grew up in darkness. In fact, the first time I saw daylight was last Thursday.
Oh.
I don't need to tell you what a surprise that was. Who knew colors were so colorful?
Right. Oh, we don't get to ask the third one?
And your second question is?
Perfect first date, waylaid by bandits, dealing with magic use. Ring, not right. Get my brain. Push into the ring. Alright, you are waylaid by bandits. What do you do?
You are waylaid by bandits. What do you do?
And who's that one for?
How many bandits? 11? 12? Simple. I rip out the throat of the first, so the coward cannot warn their coward friends. Before the rest know what has hit them, I have. I pile the bodies of the dead fools high in the air and burn them as a warning to all others who would dare get in my way.
Alright, alright. Very cool, very cool.
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
Yeah. Articulous flame hands, what would you do if you were waylaid by bandits?
Bandits are no issue. I could conjure an army of sparrows or moles or whatever small creature best suited my purpose.
Wouldn't it be better to conjure larger animals? Maybe something more ferocious?
More ferocious than a mole?
What about a badger?
Actually, I'm not licensed to conjure anything bigger than a bread box, but they really are scary.
What's a guy gotta do to get picked for a question around here? I got some exciting answers.
Let's stick to the format, folks. There's a rich tradition we're preserving here. Please, wait your turn.
A warrior does not wait his or her turn. He or she acts.
All right, Neil, calm down now.
You are gaslighting me and the berserker spirits of my ancestors, Mike Melroy.
Uh-oh, looks like the warrior has entered the heightened state of berserker mode. Lil, which contestant do you think will be able to get us out of this dilly of a pickle?
Rogue?
Don't look at me. Or you can try, but I'll be out of here. Smoke bomb.
Blood rage.
Uh-oh. You died. Retry. Thanks, buddy.
Uh-oh, looks like... Lil, which contestant do...
Okay, so we gotta go with the mage.
Neil, keep it together for just a few more seconds. Lil, what's your favorite animal?
He can't summon big ones, so he can't answer moose. Let's go with squirrel.
Neil, look at this little fella.
I feel the blood rage calming. I can't murder everyone present in front of something so small and perfect. I am calm.
I am calm.
Phew. I'm glad you didn't pick anything larger than a bread box. I'm not licensed for that. Due to that unscheduled outburst, we are a little tight for time. Lil, do we squeeze in one more round, or are you feeling ready to choose?
Lightning round.
I think I got one more round in me.
Round 3.
Lil, what's your final question going to be?
Plan after rescue.
What are your plans after you rescue the princess?
And you're asking?
Mage.
This rescue will be incredibly high profile, and I hope to use it as a springboard to a placement on the High Council of the Mages Guild. From there, the sky's the limits. Well, 2 4-year terms followed by a lifetime pension is the limit, but still, not too shabby.
Good, pretty good.
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
Barry?
Are you kidding me? I make this gig and I'm set for life. Rescuing the sole heir to the whole freaking sprawl? Insta-retired, baby.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'll be sipping pina coladas on the crystal shores of Lake Inez before you can say, would you like a curly straw for that pina colada, sir?
Oh, I love pina coladas. They mentioned it in my introduction.
Then the first round's on me. I picked his pocket earlier.
Uh-oh, you know what that means.
I have no idea what that means. This is so stupid.
You're stupid.
That sound means it's time for the lightning round. Lil, please choose the adventurer that you'd like to see play the lightning round.
I mean, considering the mage just saved our asses.
All right, Articulus, are you ready for the lightning round? I am.
And plus, he's a mage, so obviously he can cast lightning, right? Oh.
Most impressive. I felt that a little. Well deduced that I'm an elemental mage, Lil.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I deduced.
Yep, that wasn't a random lucky guess at all.
This guy's got fucking lightning immunity.
Uh-oh, you know what that sound means.
No.
Oh God, not again.
That sound means we are out of time.
Oh.
All right, Lil, now's your moment of truth. Who do you want to choose to rescue Princess Desdemona?
Wait. What did these mean? Sure. Yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen, humans and other ones, the winner of So You Think You Can Save a Princess and proud owner of an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's Home of the Soup is Articulus Flamehands, the mage!
Aha! Wonderful child. Well chosen.
And that's all for us here today. Please help control the pet population. Have your gargoyle spayed or neutered. So long, everybody!
Yippee! Gotta believe Blue. Mage champion.
And then I had to choose who the heck was gonna rescue Princess Desdemona. It was the craziest thing. And don't even get me started on the lightning round.
You have the most vivid imagination, Lil.
Oh.
Why doesn't anybody believe me about these things?
Oh, hey, it's that guy. He's got another hat.
Can't talk, Lil. Pretending to wipe the counter while I eavesdrop on the prince and the praetor over there.
Oh.
Can't talk. Pretending to cook while I spy on that hunka fine piece of wizard over there.
Oh. Oh. What's up, bro?
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here.
I know. We met. At the gate?
Whoa, I completely forgot. Gotta go easy on the Peace Blossom. Anywho, what did you want to talk about?
Nothing in particular. What do you think of Ash?
What do you know about Councilwoman Ash?
Back when I knew Ash, she was already bitter, jaded, and afraid of anything she didn't understand. A true protectionist, looking to keep everyone in their own little box.
I like how the people you let in join in the mix. Me too. I like how we get to see his quest for Hat.
If she had her way, nothing would ever change or grow, and eventually we would all look, dress, and think exactly the same way. Anything else you want to know about?
Yeah, tell me about Stryker.
What do you know about Lieutenant Stryker?
Stryker has always lived in a world of black and white. There's good and evil and nothing in between. If you're good in Stryker's eyes, you get nothing. Left to fend for yourself, but free. But if you're bad, the hammer of the law is swift and brutal. Small offenses come attached to massive mandatory minimum punishments. You've heard of 3 strikes and you're out? As far as Stryker's concerned, it's 2 strikes. The strike you make and the strike she makes. Anything else you want to know about?
Malcolm?
What do you know about Malcolm?
I have no idea what Malcolm's end goal is, and honestly, I don't think he knows either. I think if he had his way, there'd be no rules, no laws, no little guardsman at the gate. Just let the whole place run itself. This dog-eat-dog mentality would work for some, and for others, things could get a whole lot worse. He doesn't care about people, doesn't care if they're good or bad. Our greatest strength is how we work together. Under Malcolm, we would never reach anything near our collective potential.
Right on, comrade.
Anything else you want to know about?
What do you know about King Oswin?
After King Oswin died, it didn't take long for would-be successors to start lining up. 3 in particular, a young headstrong counselor, a battle-hardened lieutenant in the Guard Corps, and the court jester. Although I don't know if anyone took him seriously or not. These 3 have been battling for control of the sprawl for years now.
But what about the princess? She's next in line.
True, but at the time she was just a kid. Now she's grown, but I fear that these outside forces are using her as a pawn. Anything else you want to know about?
Do you really think war is on the horizon?
Mark my words, little sister. The sulfur mines in Petrard have not been this busy in a generation, filling the air with smoke as they produce gunpowder and explosives. And the Marvog are sharpening their knives. How many ballets can there be? With a praetor already established, this looks like training to me. Even here in the sprawl, the power vacuum of King Oswin's death has everyone jockeying for position, threatening the internal balance of the entire kingdom. But then again, what do I know? Just an old wizard wandering from town to town looking for a little bit of joy to put in my pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else you want to know about?
Nah, I'm good.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Indeed it does. Blinks and says nothing. Sighs even more loudly. Blinks and says nothing.
Is everything okay, Beverly?
No, Lil. No, everything is not okay, Beverly. My dear true love, Princess Desdemona...
Just to recap, this is the dear true love that you've never met, but one time you both happened to be at the Goblin Ball Stadium?
You phrased that so beautifully. Yes, that same she.
What about her, Bev?
When I'd heard she'd vanished, I tried to get on So You Think You Can Save a Princess, but none of the advisors wanted me as their champion.
Beverly, you're a janitor at the Goblin Ball Stadium.
Maybe you're right. Maybe a guy like me can't be the hero in my own life story. Mom always said I lacked that main character energy. Tell me what to do, Lil. Should I return to my job or go off to rescue my darling love?
Risk it for the biscuit, dude.
What the hell? I say, go for it, Beverly. Risk it for the biscuit.
What can go wrong, man?
What biscuit?
It's a metaphorical biscuit. In this case, the biscuit is the princess.
And you think I should risk what exactly?
Risk your life.
Risk your life, Beverly.
Without Princess Desdemona, my life has no meaning anyway.
That's so sad.
Aye, indeed. And thus I will be off to find my destiny. Thank you, Lil, for everything.
Don't mention it.
Well, I may have just sent that man to his death. They're getting along.
Pathetic, weak coward! You should do the honorable thing and let me kill you.
Oh, you would just love that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
They're flirting.
It is my understanding that you have selected a self-involved, pretentious mage as your choice of adventurer.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, the princess is as good as doomed.
On behalf of the Marvog Empire, I must say you have made a terrible choice.
On behalf of the Kingdom of Petrard, I couldn't agree more. Mages are untrustworthy.
And pompous.
And smug.
And ugly.
Okay, I think we're losing the thread a little bit here. Looking back, I agree with you both. If I could do it over again, I would choose differently. Please forgive my error, and do not take it as a slight against your people.
All right, it is forgiven. Ugh.
What he said.
Wait, hold on.
I don't really have anywhere to be.
Oh. Well, never mind then. Just gonna, go to the old exciting Coliseum for sports. And, bet a ton of money. Got an achievement. Risk it for the biscuit.
You've been at this a while. You should have enough cash by now to power up your arsenal. Take a look.
That is some strong stuff, dude.
I think I've done everything I need to do.
Get the hang. Upon returning to his sad little farm, Butt faced the goblin and checked his calendar for any upcoming social events. What luck! The annual luau was just 3 weeks away. Not only would this be an opportunity to enter his produce into luau's gumbo competition, but it would also be a chance for him to find a friend, and maybe even love. Buttface worked hard for those 3 weeks, tilling the soil, planting his seeds, using illegal growth, enhancing fertilizer, and delicately watering each sprout to ensure a hasty harvest. When the big day came, he was first in line to add his grotesquely large, mold-riddled radish to the gumbo pot. And who could be judging this year's competition but the Baron of Fire Canyon himself? What an honor. As the Baron laid on the ground, stomach being torn apart by the goblin's gumbo, Buttface was the only one to hear his last words. He whispered, "The gumbo, it's poisoned. It's the worst pain I've ever felt. I just want to die. Please tell my wife that I love her and do not try the gumbo." What luck. The Baroness is newly single. Maybe there's love in the cards for old Buttface after all. Oh no. The Edward the Great eventually arrived at Becky Schneiderman's birthday celebration. He hit the ground running with his tried and tested routine. He opened with a pick a card, moved into "Is that your handkerchief?" and ended strong with the classic "How many eggs do you have in your pocket?" trick. Unfortunately, none of these impressed any of the preteen partygoers, which the Edward could clearly see now that he had his glasses. After his performance, the Edward enjoyed a piece of vanilla cake and awkwardly waited for Mr. Schneiderman to settle his payment. With the check in his pocket, the Edward went straight to his parents' garden shop to boast of his success. Unfortunately, the Edward's parents didn't consider a check for 37 gold, 40 before deducting the price of a piece of vanilla cake to be much of a success. They were very disappointed in their son's career choice, which the Edward could clearly see because of his glasses. Oh no. Gary and Julian were afraid of going to jail. With the increased hostility towards their kind on the outside, they only imagined it would be worse inside the dungeon walls. To their surprise, among the other wrongfully convicted and prejudiced prison population, they found a captive audience. They told their comrades of the plight of the common goblin and the injustices they faced in life. Although they had missed the Goblin Liberation Army's official secret rally, they made do by holding their own for their fellow inmates. They inspired many, helping spread the good word of rebellion in the sprawl. Right on. Just as planned. After 48 hours, the two goblins were released. Life on the outside would never be the same for them again. Having discovered a kind of kinship among the incarcerated, Gary and Julian took new stock in the infamous idea that there is no distinctly Sprawlian criminal class, except Congress. Mark Goblin Twain. Echo the Wizard. After stopping in at the Twisted Sister for a glass of his tipple of choice, Echo proceeded to head down to Pinhead's, the local bowling club in the sprawl where his team was playing for League Night. Regrettably, without the calming effects of his particularly potent Peace Blossom, he was an absolute wreck, and his team not only lost their match, but were disqualified from the league when Echo's bowling partner pulled out a blunderbuss during the game. That's a bummer, dude. Neil Warkiller. Having lost So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Neil Warkiller fell into a barbarian depression and left the sprawl. After a week of sulkily trudging across the countryside, he discovered a quaint farmer's market coupled by elderly locals. Lending a hand here and there with the various farmers selling their produce, the once fierce fighter found employment and, ultimately peace, with a flower vendor. Aw. Articulous Flame Hands. After winning So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Articulous Flame Hands wasted no time getting straight to work. He conjured a small army of moles and other small creatures and sent them off in every direction to seek out the princess's location. Unfortunately, and almost immediately, his mighty mini-mammal militia was entirely decimated by falcons, eagles, and other large predators, so he was useless. Depressed by the mass rodent deaths, he was indirectly responsible for the disheartened mage return to his tower. He was out of ideas. He'd give it a day or two, then report that he was unable to locate the lost princess due to entangled cosmic forces blocking his ethereal aura or some other nonsense. Love it. Harry Shoutson. Having lost So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Perry Shoutson found his way to his favorite tavern in the Little Ogre Quarter. After one too many delicious margaritas, Perry got sloppy trying to pickpocket the bartender and was lifted off of the ground by the bouncer. Mistaking some bar snacks for one of his patented smoke bombs, the inebriated thief dramatically threw down a handful of mixed nuts, then ran headfirst into a pillar. Everyone in the bar laughed at him, and Perry could have died from embarrassment if he hadn't already died from severe blunt force trauma to the head. Oh. Oh no. Level 5.
Lil, rise and shine.
What, Dad? You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
It's time to get up.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Good news?
We got the day off. Now you can finally have a day to just be a kid and do kid stuff and eat kid food.
Hell yeah.
And throw rocks at things?
The biggest rocks at the biggest things. I think I heard some of your friends out back at the tavern doing just that.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, thanks, Dad. Wait, what's the bad news?
We only got the day off because we have to work the night shift.
Oh.
I'm going back to bed.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news?
Bad news.
Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission, whatever that means, and they're punishing you for it. And I won't be able to cover for you, because I'm also working the night shift at the East Gate.
Okay, and what's the good news?
There isn't any. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Who's punishing you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Oh, Dad, I didn't know that.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep going up, I might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
Wait, don't touch that!
Oh.
Whoa. What just happened?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive.
Alright. We're gonna end it here for today. Okay, yeah.